Lincoln.
Come on, it's 6 o'clock. Rise and shine, rise and shine.
It's time for Early Break. Brought to you by Sand Hills Global. Live from Lincoln, America. Here's Jake Sorensen.
Did seem kind of meh.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
Surprisingly good.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
I want to buy a couple ducks. I'm bringing 2 ducks to the office.
This is Early Break.
Good morning. Happy Tuesday to you, Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, Bill Busch on Early Break. 11 days, the kickoff countdown right now. We've got games this weekend, of course, in college football. 4 games, including, as we pointed out yesterday, one that we can't watch, Nevada and Delaware State. We have to find a way to watch Delaware State and Nevada.
I know that we can do it. Ben, wake up over there, buddy. See if we can get a hold of sports information director, okay?
For Hawaii.
It's got to be on
Hawaii.
YouTube. It's got to be on YouTube.
There's got to be some way we can get this game, and I want to know how, okay, Ben?
There is no chance in today's day and age that you can have a game not on some sort of television
Delaware
or streaming.
State's going over there with an attitude.
Yeah.
And I want to see this.
Heard good things
What
about
kind
it.
of attitude?
That's an attitude. Didn't say it was a bad attitude. They're just happy to be their attitude. But they're having attitude.
Some sort of attitude.
Some sort of attitude.
They're happy to be there in Hawaii.
Delaware State.
Yes. We need to find a way to watch the game. It's important.
I'd really question my existence as a football coach if my team wasn't on TV. There was no TV.
No TV.
Wait a second. No,
None.
I talked to the AD. We couldn't get this on anything.
What happened here?
What's going
So,
on?
I mean,
there?
ESPN Plus will almost cover any game. Almost any game. When you're on ESPN Plus, you really it's like, whoa, okay.
They'll go like
It
Division 3 sometimes. This
Yeah,
is a Division 1 game.
Like, what about local Hawaii TV?
There has to be.
Exactly. We got to find a way. Got to find a way to watch
YouTube.
that. Got to find a way to watch that. We had something epic happen before the show. I told Bill.
This is something
I teased it to Sip. I didn't tell him though, but
Is this idle chit chat?
This is. At about 5:42, young Ben informed me of some unbelievable news that he's never told us before on this on the show.
Tell about the education piece first.
Young Ben is entering his final year of college. Okay, he starts up next week, next Monday. He begins his final year of college.
Backpack headed to school.
It is required in the journalism school to have a minor. You know, he's a broadcast. He's a sports broadcasting major, news major, whatever it is. He's a journalism major.
Journalism major.
Same
as Steve Sipple.
His minor is in coaching.
He's a coaching minor.
Okay.
This all gets back to the voice of Columbus Lakeview.
Now, Sip, it went further.
We don't know this. We didn't know this was going on. I had no idea.
At this moment, young Ben is the head coach of a second grade flag football team.
Mind blown.
Yeah, I know. I told you.
This is something.
Seeing,
why are you hiding these things from us?
Just seeing Ben out there,
with the
whistle around his neck.
This is amazing.
I have to see it in progress.
I look at him way different right now.
He's a coach. Coach Ben.
It's a little odd. You'd think maybe if he was coaching at some point in time, maybe since I did that for like 34 years, he might just remotely mention it to you. Oh, I'm also coaching.
I could use a tidbit here.
Yes.
Please. Give me some tips.
If I was
Bill Busch, do I need to introduce you?
And I'm not asking like I'd like to help out. Just be like, hey, be interesting conversation.
Some advice.
No, never mention it all.
Would you like his resume?
Just at all. You think I will. I'll get that to you, Ben. I'll send you my resume.
See if it's worthwhile for some advice or not over there. He brought it up. I said, hey, what's your schedule look like? Well, I'll be leaving at 8:00 on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I said, what for? I've got a class. What is it? Coaching.
Minor.
I'm a coaching minor, and I'm coaching second grade flag football right now. I said, how do we not know this?
How do we not know this?
This is important news for the show.
We could be looking at the next Jim Tressel.
Yeah. Oh yes.
He's got the
No,
hair.
hang on now. Time out, Ben. Think about it. You'd look great in a sweater vest.
Yeah, you would.
You would look great in a sweater vest.
It could be your thing. It could be your thing. You should show up to the next game with a sweater vest on, and then it starts.
Some nice khaki pants. This is proper shoes.
This is awesome.
I thought it would blow your mind. I said this blew my mind at 5:42 a.m. I found this out today.
A coaching minor. Yeah, that is interesting. I didn't even know you could get a coaching.
I didn't either. When did this start?
Man,
Jake, you'd have loved that. Jake, you'd love to have been a coaching minor.
We've already discussed I couldn't be a coach. I'm too over the top.
too
Too
over the top.
emotional.
Oh yeah, I was gonna use the E word.
At least
Yes.
I know though.
Yeah, you do.
I'm aware. I have awareness. I'm not a coach.
I wonder if you could dial it back though.
I could to a certain extent.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I don't think I'm cut out for
Jake would
coaching.
be the only coach who would take the Dolphins' loss worse than his own. He'd be like, I know our team lost in a critical game to go to the state playoffs, but the Dolphins won, and Tua had a great game, and it wouldn't even phase him.
Let's look at the positives
It
here.
wouldn't even phase him.
The
wouldn't phase
24
him. Yeah.
year skid is over.
Yeah, we lost. We lost in the semifinals of the state tournament in football. But you know what? Tell you one thing: those Dolphins are playing their tails off. Yeah,
Your AD would
That sounds about right, Bill.
it would be.
Sounds about on par for how I'd coach. I have not. I don't have it in my future. It's not something I was interested in doing. But I respect coaches greatly.
That's some interesting idle chit chat sponsored by
Newton's Lawn Care.
Andrew,
Call or text Andrew at 402-440-6297 for all your lawn care needs this summer and fall. Anything else from yesterday?
Yes, we have some
What do we
breaking news. We have some breaking news. You don't have to play the breaker. You don't have to play the
Yeah, I
breaker.
do. Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely.
yeah,
I-
that is
Are you
breaking.
kidding me?
news.
Of course I have to. It's
Keep
breaking
that
news.
keep that up.
Young Ben has been doing some research over there during our idle chit chat. He says that the Hawaii game will be televised on Spectrum Sports Hawaii against Delaware State.
So
Spectrum.
So Ben, keep diving into this over there in journalism world and just see if we can find out if is it all reachable here in the States.
Yes. Can we
Can-
somehow
can-
find that here in Lincoln, Nebraska?
In Lincoln, Nebraska, can we somehow? I don't see me all of a sudden getting Spectrum Hawaii installed this weekend, and so I'd like to know if we can get to that. Thank you, Ben. Ben's working on some stuff.
There's some
Would
confusion.
any of you guys want to smoke?
There's some confusion.
You guys want one?
Yeah,
I thought you would.
I thought you would
Please,
never
thank you.
ask,
Yeah,
Bill.
yeah.
thank you.
I got a pair. I got some
DP won't mind.
victory cigarettes.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, thank you.
Pop one in.
You guys want one?
I'll take one of those.
Here,
Yeah.
Jake.
Yeah,
Thank you, Bill.
yeah. Mark and Christy, friends of ours, dropped them off last night. And he found these because we knew that was a big thing for us on the show. And they were at a candy store in Omaha.
Okay.
Just the fact that this was an original candy that me and Sip grew up with.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. It's like, what are you going to get? I don't know. Just get a box of candy cigarettes.
And
And that's
blow
better
smoke
times.
out of them, remember?
You could blow smoke out
Not
of
that
them.
wasn't smoke.
Yeah, but
it was
yeah.
something.
You could blow something out of it. But right here, if you want, just get a picture of us here with this.
Oh, I'll be down.
Oh, you're damn right. You're damn right. How about that? That was one of the bases of candy was to get the candy cigarettes.
that's
your
right.
your parents, if you're walking around with this in your mouth as a 6-7-year-old,
Mhm.
that was thought of as absolutely
No problem.
That's completely normal.
Yep.
Completely normal. What's going on over there? Are they smoking? No, they're just having cigarettes. They're just having candy
Top
cigarettes.
5 candy.
Top 5 candy. You always had
You
one.
didn't get it every time, but
No.
you get it. There you go,
It's-
Jake.
yeah, look at
We need an ashtray.
Find one over there for you. I'll get one.
Sip. When you were back in the day when smoking was allowed, were you smoking cigarettes at the Journal Star?
No, I didn't.
You didn't
Well,
put
a lot of people did.
But the people did. But didn't your whatever your boss?
my sports editor smokes
Cigars.
Cigars. You knew he was there because you could smell the cigar
in the building.
in the building. You'd see smoke wafting. Yeah, it was
That's
amazing.
incredible.
Yeah.
And does that not just scream? That just screams sports editor, sports
Editor. I'll tell you what else screams sports editor. I'm not gonna. There was another sports editor when I was a younger dude. He would, and now as an older dude, and you would understand this too. Part of my job.
His cigarette just as you'd hold a cigarette. Look at him. He's just got it just perfectly. Just, hey, do this one. Cuff it. Cuff it. Remember that? We had to kind of cuff it. Somebody walked by, you had to kind of cuff it.
Part of my job was to wake up the sports editor. In the afternoon, he would doze off.
And your job is to wake him.
And I'd have to go over and say,
Yeah.
"Hey,
we got to go to
I got
work.
work. We got to work out. We got to wake up now." And he did have a bottle of Jack in his briefcase too, which was cool. He'd ask me to get something out of his briefcase, and there's Jack would be right there. I'd be like, cool.
That's cool.
Good job, bro. It was better times.
Better times.
Yeah, better times.
Candy cigarettes.
Here we
better
go.
Times.
Here we
what
go.
we got?
Spectrum Sports is a streaming service. Pay subscription.
Oh, another paid
boy.
subscription. This is like Peacock again here.
Oh,
gotta
yeah.
pay for subscriptions here.
I don't know that I would do
ESPN
it.
Plus also.
Can I get it? Can I
subscription-based.
pay for it just the one game then, Ben? Can we do some research on that?
Pay and then cancel. Pay and then
Because
cancel.
sometimes you can pay and then just get back out. I don't know, because that game's going to come on probably about 10 o'clock at night, and I want to see that.
Out of this room, Bill's by far the most likely to watch it.
I agree.
Absolutely.
By far. You have
I think it
patience.
kicks off at 11 p.m. this time.
If
11 p.m.
If
Central.
you got
11
Laura
p.m.
involved in this, you can.
There's a
watch.
chance that this would be a tough one on me. Now, if it was Hawaii San Jose State, I'd never miss it. And I'd pay the whatever $50 to watch it.
Aren't you somewhat intrigued in Delaware State?
Yes, I am.
I mean, they're going across the pond, so it's
Yeah.
not. It's not a pond.
It's not. It's still America,
Yeah.
but it feels like across the pond with
But
how long that flight is.
It's a 24-hour flight, probably.
Feels like it, at least.
Not 24. It would be in the teens. It would be in the teens. They're gonna fly direct to LA or San Francisco.
Yeah.
Then they're gonna fly from there over to Hawaii. And they're not going, they're going commercial. I guarantee it. They're not going, that's not a charter.
Wow.
They're going over commercial.
So you could see them in the airport.
Yes.
You could see that big team.
You can see Delaware State rolling through the airport. Where are you guys going? Hawaii. We'll be on Spectrum if you're wondering. Have a candy cigarette and enjoy yourself.
On YouTube.
Thank you for this.
Husker
Yeah,
Army,
absolutely.
Husker Army says candy cigs, haven't had those in forever. Good find, Bill.
Well, I didn't
where they
find them.
found them.
Mark and Christy found them.
Well,
Where
I
did-
brought them in though.
In
Omaha.
Omaha, there's a candy store, a vintage candy store. I mean, you know what that is.
Oh, a vintage candy store.
But they have everything, all the stuff like we had.
That sounds.
Pixie sticks, remember that?
Yeah, Chico sticks.
See,
Probably.
Chico
I wonder if
sticks,
they have.
yeah.
I wonder if
Loves
they
Chico
have
sticks.
Chico sticks. Pixie sticks. God, pixie sticks.
Do you
I forgot
remember,
about.
Jake? You wouldn't have had it. There was a long tube and be 3 feet long, and it was full. It was plastic. It was full of the pick, and you cut the end off. Remember that? And then you just kind of chew on it. Just kind of eat it and chew on it, and then it'd get all matted up.
Yeah,
at the end.
yeah. Not a fan. Wasn't a fan.
So then sometimes you had to recut it
Yeah.
or just cut the other end.
Yeah.
Sometimes just cut the other
That
end.
wasn't a top 5.
It wasn't a top 5,
No.
but they were available.
Yeah, you sometimes would do.
That was when you were down on your luck. They were like a dime.
Yeah.
And you buy them for like a dime. Hey, this is all I've got money for. This is all I
You were,
got.
when you were a child down on your luck.
Down your luck.
If you want this kind of candy, I know that over in Greenwood, Baker's Candies just found out they have everything there. They have
That's right.
They've got candy cigs there
Oh,
too.
so it's not just those little chocolates.
They have that place is huge. Baker's is massive, right on Highway 6. Massive.
We could
place.
go there after we go to Room.
That's right.
Yes,
We come on the way
Romans,
back
yes.
from Thursday. We go to Greenwood.
Oh, Greg, missing tooth Greg.
The toothless one.
Hollywood candy in the old market.
That's it. Boom. Greg, what does he not know?
But I know.
Do you think, is this possible?
It's weird.
Is it possible that when I go to the search engine Google, I'm actually talking to Greg? Is there a chance when I go to Google and I do the search engine to try to find stuff?
Locked in?
Is Greg actually online answering my questions
He's in
directly?
a bunker somewhere.
He's in a bunker somewhere like that. Oh, look at this. Bill's typing some stuff in. I'll get to him.
We go find it for him real quick.
Wouldn't shock me one bit.
Hollywood candy.
Hollywood candy.
Oh yeah, yeah. Greg knew that right off the top of his head.
Yes.
Old market, kind of fun to go down there. A little
Kinda
rough
fun.
right now, but
Little rough. You got to have a weapon. Protect yourself.
Be safe.
I said it. Okay, what else?
Ron, not your dad, but Breaker Ron says he's a 13-hour flight for Delaware State to Hawaii.
Bill
So
nailed it.
He said teens.
Bill
He said
nailed
the
that.
teens.
Yeah.
Bill, you know that.
They're about
stuff.
6 to 7 across the country, whatever it would be from Delaware.
You've done that.
I've done that, and then the next, from San Francisco, 5.5, 6. Whatever.
Did you do that with Rutgers? Is that what we're talking about?
No, did that with Utah State. We played at Hawaii. And it's the weirdest feeling. It's like the whole time you're there, it's like an out of body experience.
Why is that?
Just the time changed so much, and just all of a sudden you're just going from where it's like, hey, we just got in practice. It was 48 degrees. Now you're on Hawaii, and it's 84, and it's just an odd feeling the whole time.
Yeah,
You were just there.
yeah. He was.
You didn't feel odd or out of
I
out
wasn't.
of body when you were down there at all?
I mean, it was a different deal than Bill because they were there for a
schedule,
game, and it was a little different.
That was the place, or I wasn't part of this, but I have the intel on this, where the Fresno State coaches were they were told to leave the game in the third quarter. Like, hey, listen,
What?
not a great chance we're going to win this. Go, you have to make the flight back. You can make the flight back because you fly commercial. You don't. So go ahead, take your.
And if you miss,
And
you're there till Wednesday.
Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah,
so
I mean, that's how that
6
goes.
of the coaches got in a van, listened to the game on the radio, driving back to the airport.
I wish you could
love
see
that.
this.
That's-
I actually
I
love
wish
that.
there's video of this moment. It's
incredible.
amazing.
And they
That'd be
went
fun.
directly in their coaching gear.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, it'd be fun.
No, Hawaii. No, as far as the trip goes, it was a fabulous trip. Waikiki beaches. I just love to go back and not work.
You went to Duke's, didn't you? I advise you to go
Dukes
to
is good. Dukes is a good spot.
Yeah.
Good bar, a good
You
restaurant.
didn't go.
I don't
And that
know.
little
I
bar
can't
restaurant. It's all wood. It's all
remember.
wood.
I did not go to Duke's.
Yeah.
I think I would have remembered. But I do remember Waikiki Beach, and I remember the North Shore. It's beautiful. Anyway, any more idle chit chat? We could do that. There's more. I mean, I don't have anything major. I don't.
I've got one last thing here.
Please.
It's sports. It's
Is it
sports related.
sports?
It's sports related.
Sports.
Colt McCoy retired yesterday.
Yeah. Bill, did you see this?
13-year NFL career. He's going to go right to broadcast. He's going to be an analyst for NBC Sports, and he will be in Lincoln for the Colorado-Nebraska game week 2 as an analyst of some sort. I don't think he's I think it's Blackledge is the main analyst. He's going to be an analyst of some sort for that game.
Oh,
here
yeah. You got to
in
send
Lincoln.
Colt McCoy in here.
Yeah.
Great.
I'm retiring. I'm going to broadcast.
He's an enemy. He's an enemy.
Let's have him on air. Let's talk to him.
Yeah, we could.
It'd be kind of- it'd be kind of fun.
I
Would-
better zip it on the enemy talk right now. Then, okay. Yeah, he's
My
friendly.
my
He's a
question
friendly.
Friend of
was
me.
where
He can
was
help
he
you.
at, and would he have made the team where he was playing at currently?
I did not.
Or
know
was he
that.
not with anybody? That's why I didn't say he retired. Was he like on an active roster or on a roster right now in camp, and then just said, you know what, I'm done. I'm going to go do this.
I
He was
don't-
on a roster last year, correct? Didn't he
Yes.
start a game like with the Cardinals or something?
I think you are correct in that.
Isn't he kind of an old?
He is. He's
30.
30. He's 37 years old.
Yeah, he's an old.
37.
How about the money he made? That's a lot of money.
At Texas.
You just cracked yourself up, didn't you?
I'm eating.
You're eating the cigarette.
I went to the eating.
Yes, that's nothing wrong
What
with
you
that.
do? Yeah.
Yeah, he
It's-
did.
it's
He
candy.
was not on a team this year. The Vikings worked him out, but they did not make the roster.
Gotcha.
So they're
What a
McCoy's
night that's
coming
gonna-
to Lincoln.
What a night that's going to be.
It is. It's gonna be very loud
No, I saw Prime.
Crazy
I saw
here.
Prime press conference the other day. He seemed strangely confident
about
if you're
that
Nebraska-
game or his team.
about his team. I
Okay.
wouldn't. I wouldn't. If I was a Nebraska fan, I wouldn't advise watching it.
I told Steve
Scary a little bit.
Sipple yesterday on the telephone. We talked after the show.
We did, as
And
we
I-
often do.
And we often do. We talk after the show, and we just try to get better. Talk about our errors that we made,
Improvement.
what we can do better, what we can do different, what we feel, what are Ben's strengths and weaknesses. Talk about that every day. Now we got to talk about his coaching strengths and
That's right.
weaknesses. And we were talking, and I made a prediction on the game for the North Dakota State. I think Colorado wins handily.
I am blown away by
I think it's going to be like a
36-9. I think
36-9. I went with. I think they win the game handily.
Yeah, he went. He did. I remember he went 36-9. I was like,
I think they win the game handily.
handily. Why do you think that?
I just have a feeling
They have some. They have. I mean, I think you would say that Colorado has some skill. I
They
mean,
have it. They have some skill.
explosive
they-
skill position.
That's the
play.
part that I think there'll be a tough matchup for them.
Yeah, I agree with that actually. And Shadur's scary. If Shadur gets on a roll, it's then the stadium
Yeah,
over here
It's
will be
cool.
tense.
Yeah.
you'll have to get a feeling too for the fact that it's year 2. That they're in year 2. Yes, they have a different coordinator and those, but they're in year 2. And I believe that I'm sure one of their main focuses we have to cut down on sacks, and that will happen. They will not get sacked the same number of times they
No,
did
they'll
last
figure
year.
some things
They'll
out.
figure something if it's just structure wise with what you're doing
Mhm.
offensively.
Mhm.
So they're going to cut down on some things, and I think for that reason they'll have some explosive plays. And
Mhm.
and I just think. And now North Dakota State now is number 2. They're ranked
God, if they
second.
hammer them, tension will be amazing.
yeah.
It'll be amazing.
It will be
And
amazing.
it'll be beautiful. I mean, this is what you want. I mean, you want that. I mean,
It's
this
not
is where
supposed to be easy.
no, this is where you embrace the tension. That makes it fun. If there was no tension, it would never be
Mm.
fun, right?
No,
Right.
100%.
We should have more tension in this room.
We
actually.
should. We should start not getting along.
All right.
We should start not
Fighting.
getting along off
Gonna
the
throw
air.
hands
Just
here
do
during
that.
the break.
Hey,
Or
Ben.
just be.
Ben, what are you laughing at?
Yeah.
Tough guy
Yeah,
over
but if
there.
all of a sudden people find out too, like off air, they don't even talk. They
Just
don't even
quiet.
talk.
Just
They're-
quiet.
yeah,
Very
yeah.
awkward in there. Very strange.
Yeah.
Very strange vibe. That is Idle Chit Chat,
Yeah.
sponsored by our friends at Newton's Lawn Care. Please call or text Andrew at 402-440-6297 for all your lawn care needs this summer and
Yes.
fall.
Yeah.
So I saw this yesterday. Now, we just mentioned Colt McCoy is going to be in Lincoln for the NBC Sports game, Colorado, Nebraska, week 2. Of course, he was in the 13-12 Texas victory against Nebraska in the 2009 Big 12 championship. I bring it up because
Why?
I saw an interesting bowl projection yesterday by
Yes, you did.
Brett McMurphy of Stadium. And it wasn't just where Nebraska's at. I thought it was very interesting where he had his playoff teams, but he has Texas not as in 12-team playoff, but playing Nebraska in the Citrus Bowl as a 26.5-point favorite. How does that sound?
Texas is a 26.5-point favorite
In this hypothetical bowl game situation.
I mean, this is just trolling, isn't it? I mean, it's in a good trolling. It's kind of a good trolling, but 26.5-point favorite.
List and you love List. I like List.
I love
Hot seat list, this list, that, whatever. They're kind of fun. This stuff is not even fun. Bowl projections.
I'm not as big on bowl projections.
Bowl projections. When they start talking, now when they're talking, okay, bowl projections for a Rose Bowl or something like that. Okay, I see this champion. When all of a sudden it's like it's like the Gasparilla Bowl.
Yeah,
and we're gonna see who's matching up at that. That is just you're just randomly selecting. I'd love to go back. I'd love to go back and just say, give me the last 10 years of bowl predictions and let's take a look at it.
Yeah, no, I got you. It's just something to talk about. And it would be fascinating if Nebraska played Texas in the Citrus Bowl.
It would.
It means Nebraska had a good season, right?
Yeah, it would.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I'm not down on that part.
No.
I just don't.
No,
no matter what's written, I have zero faith in that.
No, I want to make something clear to both of you.
Do it.
Okay.
Do it.
I make a distinction. I love lists. Projections for polls this doesn't fall under the list category. I like lists. But anyway, this is interesting because it would mean Nebraska won 9. But what if they got beat by 31 by Texas in the bowl game? It would mar the season, right? It
wouldn't end on a good note, but still, if there was 9, there'd be a lot of okay. All right, we made progress.
Would there be though?
I think there should be.
I think there should be, but God, it'd be a bitter pill to swallow if Texas, your old rival, just waylaid you in the bowl game.
My question would be, that I agree with that. My question would be, like right now, is there some couples sitting around with their kids going, guys, you know what? Might cut back on some Christmas gifts. We're heading to the Citrus Bowl.
We're going.
Nebraska's playing Texas.
We're going to go.
New Year's Eve.
Look at this, guys. Read this. Looks like we're heading ourselves down to Florida.
December 30th. New Year's Eve. Happy New Year.
Eve, yeah.
Looks like we're heading ourselves down to Florida. Where is the Citrus Bowl, Jake?
I think it is in Florida.
How about we don't even know anymore? We don't know anymore because it's been so long.
Everything's moved. It's in Orlando. It's in Orlando.
You know that.
New Year's Eve.
Because you've been there.
Been there. Coaching that.
Coach with multiple teams or
just one?
Wisconsin.
Just one. Wisconsin.
I nailed it.
Got beat by like 4 by the ball coach Spurrier at South Carolina.
Is that right?
Yeah, we should have won the game. They called a holding, which would have basically won the game for us.
Did you lose it?
That we ended up losing the game.
Did you lose it?
I lost my mind. Yeah, I lost my mind. We were running the ball on them, and it would have made things very difficult for them to win the game. It would have put us up by like almost 2.5 scores at the time. But
Wisconsin, Florida in the Citrus Bowl. Hey, the Citrus Bowl would be great. It'd be great.
It would be great. It'd be awesome.
You know what the difference in that game was? So we played in the Citrus Bowl, and they had Clowney on their team, and we had Melvin Gordon and
Jadeveon Clowney.
Yeah,
so South Carolina.
South Carolina. That's what I say.
I thought you said Florida. You said Florida.
Spurrier was at South Carolina.
Yeah, Spurrier was.
Remember he went from Florida to the Redskins to South
you guys
Carolina.
Were playing South Carolina with Clowney.
Yeah.
And Melvin, the drag racer coming off the edge.
Yes, exactly.
He's like a drag racer.
Guess who played in the game? Everyone. Clowney's playing the game.
Nobody
Melvin Gordon's playing the game. There was no opt-outs. There was no opt-outs. The number 1 pick in the draft was playing in the Citrus Bowl.
Clowney. Yeah. Listen to the commentary here. Better times.
Better times. Better times.
Made Sip very happy with that.
It did make me happy.
Everyone played. Everybody played.
It did make me happy. It was the same when Nebraska played them. Nebraska played South Carolina in that bowl game and lost. And Clowney played, and they had that other edge guy. They had some other NFL guy on the edge. I don't know, Bill. You should know that. They had Clowney on one side, another guy on the other side. They had that big receiver, Alshon Jeffrey.
Yeah, he was good.
He went against Alfonso Denard, and they got into a scrap. Right?
He got ejected, didn't they?
Yeah, somebody got ejected.
I thought they both got ejected from the game.
They both got ejected
before halftime.
Yeah, it was a bad loss for Nebraska. Then Nebraska had Corey Raymond, and that was the famous quote from Corey Raymond. Bill, it was fascinating. Corey Raymond was he was the cornerbacks coach for Bo, and he was doing media interviews afterwards, and he had a famous quote. It was like, somebody asked him what happened. He goes, "Look at them. Look at us. Look at them. Look at us."
We're like, okay.
That's
I would have said that out
loud. Little frustration. Little frustration.
Look at them. Look at us. very, very candid.
Yeah.
He was very,
Very.
candid. Yes.
So you might be curious who's
I am
in the playoff list. This
is
who-
interesting.
This is Brett McMurphy.
Yeah, I
again, one
saw it.
projection. Now, this is a different list we've seen from anybody so far. He has Oregon as the 1 seed, winning the Big Ten and the 1 seed in the playoff, followed by Alabama, number 2 seed, SEC champion, Miami, number 3, ACC champs.
They could win the ACC.
They could win it. Oregon could
This
easily
isn't a
win
crazy.
I know we
list.
haven't seen
No.
this type
The
of
one,
shit.
the
though.
weirdest one we've seen so far, we've heard, is Alabama. Because no one's taking Alabama to win the SEC.
Right.
Ooh, okay.
Number 4, Utah, Big 12 champions.
Could happen.
Okay?
Yeah, could
Then
happen.
you have Ohio State at 5,
Okay.
Georgia at 6.
That
So,
could happen.
okay.
They could slide back. Their schedule's very difficult.
Ole Miss at 7, LSU at 8, Penn State at 9,
Could happen. easily.
Virginia Tech at 10,
They're supposed to be really good.
Supposed to be
Jake.
really good.
Yeah.
and then the last 2, Iowa at 11, and in the group of 5, Texas State from the Sun Belt, number 12.
Texas State.
Yeah,
You went with-
State's
He went with
interesting.
Texas State.
Memphis is has been one of the lead stories for the group of 5.
Is that right? Memphis is supposed to be
has been-
loaded
yes,
up.
Memphis is loaded up.
Is that right?
Yes.
Texas.
But Texas State.
8 and 5.
I don't
last.
disagree with that. If you look at Georgia's schedule, most teams would probably be 4 and 8 with that schedule, who they play. I mean, Georgia has a brutal schedule.
Georgia
Brutal.
is really brutal. It
Really
is a really brutal schedule. That's why
Pull
it's
it
not.
up, Jake. Would you pull up Georgia's
It
schedule?
is not.
And read that off. And you're going to go like, okay, how are we going to go? And not so much
I
just
got it,
how hard
Jacob.
it is to win the game, just how much the games beat you up.
Yeah.
And
Off the bat, they play Clemson.
that's your opener.
Really hard.
Right away. Okay, well, that's Clemson. Oh, they're down a little bit. It's
Really
Clemson.
No, really hard.
Number 14, Clemson.
Yes.
Yeah,
Comes
really
to town.
hard.
Then they play Tennessee Tech, so it should be an easy win. Then they head to Kentucky.
Yep.
A strain.
Yep. Then they're after a bye week at Alabama, September 28th.
Alabama.
Pretty early for
So
that
in the,
game.
in the first 5 games, they've had Clemson and Alabama.
Yeah, in Kentucky.
In
Are they going to
Kentucky.
Kentucky?
They are on the road at Kentucky.
Oh my God!
that's a
that's
fight.
a
That's a
rough
fist
schedule.
fight.
Yeah, it's a rough.
Keep going. It
Then-
gets better.
Then they host Auburn.
Host Auburn.
Then
Not easy.
They host Mississippi State.
Okay.
Never easy.
Then they go to Texas.
Go to
Okay,
Texas.
Yeah, they got a ridiculous schedule.
And they come back next week. Actually, have a bye week. Then they will host Florida.
Yeah, Florida.
They're in it.
Still
They're in it.
Florida.
Now they're in the thick of
And,
it.
then they're at number 6 ranked Ole Miss November
At
9th.
Ole Miss.
And then they host the next week Tennessee.
Okay. See, the new
That's
world.
the part.
The new world is really interesting.
I want you. Can you imagine
The
this?
new world.
If you flip this right now, what would be said right here in this state?
We can't.
If-
we can't do this.
If this,
This isn't gonna work.
Imagine if that was your
That's what we'd
schedule.
be saying.
You'd be looking at going like,
We'd be saying this. It can't work. This isn't going to work.
Right.
No. Well, actually, what you're talking about is some degree of inequity here. I mean, that's a ridiculous schedule. That
That's that
a lot of
and
teams
that is
don't have.
one of the major issues with college football.
Yeah.
Compared to NFL, where it's like, first of all, NFL, everything is exactly even. Why? Same salary cap. You're able to draft backwards, which means if you're bad, you draft up. All those things, for that. That's not saying that's the answer for college football, but when you look at the schedules and you're sitting there going like, hang on now. So a Penn State
or no
compared-
Rutgers. Go Rutgers.
Yeah.
Okay, so everybody's talking about Rutgers. Look at Rutgers' schedule compared to that. It's not even comparable. There's some inequity. That's called inequity. But I don't know what you do. It's been like that forever.
So they'll play again for preseason polls. They'll play the 14th ranked team, the 5th ranked team, the 4th ranked team, and the 6th and 15th ranked teams.
They better be
and
good.
the team that aren't ranked is going to Kentucky. Going to
Yeah.
play Stoops.
Yeah.
At Kentucky. Place will be nuts.
This is, God, you're going to kill me. But this is why if I'm a Georgia AD, Texas AD, Nebraska AD, I'm not scheduling tough non-conference games. I'm not doing it. I'm not. That's my policy. You get your conferences loaded enough. Now, I'm not scheduling ridiculously easy non-conferences. There's a happy medium. But I don't need a marquee game. If I'm Alabama, I don't need to play Wisconsin. I don't need to do it. I'm not doing it. If I'm Wisconsin, I'm not playing Alabama.
Georgia's
I'm just not doing
non-con
it.
games are Clemson, Tennessee Tech, UMass, and Georgia Tech.
See, you're all right there.
It's
And
not
I want
horrible.
you to think about that at the very
You're
end.
all right.
So
That's
their last
Clemson.
game is against Georgia Tech.
Right.
Bowl team. Everything.
Yeah.
What do they talk about Georgia Tech right now? Oh, pretty
Getting
good.
better, getting better,
Pretty good.
getting better. Going to play the Knolls in Dublin, which is this week, by the way.
That's this Saturday.
Should be a game.
Oh my God!
should be.
We were there.
We know. So the Knowles are going to play, and we also know that Marty's going to be in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, Marty is going.
We got the little tidbit of information on that, and I'd like to try to go to that.
That'd be great. It's at Ag Park, which I didn't know till yesterday. My whole world changed yesterday. Wait a second. This is Ag Park where I used to work.
Yeah.
Marty's getting my worlds are colliding. My brother, who I didn't even know was a good tennis player,
state champion number 2.
You want me to play him?
I was reading the bio thing that I sent you guys, and I was like, man, what was I doing when all this was happening?
He's like 27-3 or something like that. I had no idea.
He's pretty good.
Anyway, average 10 points a game.
Yeah.
Won the
Big
Big Ten conference.
Yeah, I remember that because I was on his team. But in fact, I replaced him in the starting lineup, which caused some controversy.
Some drama in the family here.
There's some family
Hey,
drama.
by the way,
Get Sipple out.
You were talking about the defense. It was Melvin Ingram at South Carolina.
Melvin Ingram.
Who, by the way, just was playing as of last year in the NFL. It's like a 10-year NFL career.
So they had Clowney on one side and Ingram on the other.
Yeah. When they warmed up, it was like, okay, all right.
There's some dudes over there in South Carolina.
Yeah, exactly, Bill. And then they had Alshon Jeffrey, who looked like he could play defensive end. He did. He was a receiver.
Yeah. The ball coach had him going.
Ooh.
It was pretty good.
Before we get to break, you guys seem hungry this morning.
I'm hungry.
I know Sip is. Bill is hungry now, too. All right, hey, Early Bird, the place to go
for
breakfast, brunch, and lunch, 6:30 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. every single day.
Every day.
They've got breakfast burritos, French toast, chicken fried steak, which is what, Bill?
Smothered.
That's right,
what else?
Smothered. They've got cinnamon roll pancakes, and they also have the world famous hash holes.
Hash holes.
Hash holes. What I got?
I don't think we'll ever not laugh for
I
that.
don't
Hash holes.
The best part about that weekend is Jake's eyes.
Yeah,
that's what makes the whole day. He looks up high to his right.
He's always done that.
He's always done that.
That's it. You got to do it. Yeah. Part of the bit there. So
they're killing. If we got any word from Jamie when we're doing the live remote, because people have been texting me about when is the live remote.
I would tell you, I've reached out a couple times. He's usually been quick to get back. Nothing.
I'll check in today.
Jamie's like most famous people. He's hard to get a hold of.
He is hard. Yeah. He is very famous. He's hard to get a hold of. I'll reach out to Jimmy.
Okay.
I'll reach out to Jimmy.
Jimmy's pretty famous too.
Yeah, I got to talk to Jamie.
Jimmy's a little more
I'd like
grounded.
to make this happen, but I got to get response to make it happen.
Can you imagine the
breakers are going, by the way, to Early Bird. I get all the time people saying they're going to Early Bird.
We'll fill the place up.
Okay, we got to do this.
I know our breakers are
for
going.
Everyone.
Ben, get ready. Ben, get ready.
Ben, get ready.
All right.
Breakfast cocktails, 19th and K, free parking, unlimited free parking, basically. I mean, not fully unlimited, but it feels like it is. It's a massive parking lot.
Thanks for the cap.
Thanks, Jake. I would say
it feels like it is really not.
A 10-second walk to the front door. You don't want to miss it. Also,
you're damn right, it's good parking.
3 spots in Omaha. Also, Early Bird. Check it out.
Where did that come from?
Where they come from? And what did he say to you? How do you finish up his assessment?
My final assessment.
My final assessment in totality.
When we come back, some positive news on ticket sales in college football.
Interesting. Bill likes this.
Next, an early break in the ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Sandhills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait. Apply now.
Are you ready to join a family-owned local company that values innovation, integrity, and excellence? Look no further than Lincoln Industries. They're hiring for first and third shift production roles, as well as multiple engineering and sales positions. Whether you're an engineer ready to design groundbreaking solutions or a sales professional eager to connect with clients, they've got a place for you. Come join their family. Visit www.lincolnindustries.com for more information.
For 15 years, Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping has been helping Lincoln become healthier, happier, and more fit through our proven combination of kickboxing, strength training, and nutrition coaching. And to celebrate 15 years of success, we're offering you 50% off our next 10-week challenge beginning September 14th. That's 10 weeks of fun group fitness classes and individualized coaching for half off. And at the end of the 10 weeks, someone's walking away with $1,000 for the best transformation. Come check it out. What do you have to lose? Click on the banner at theticketfm.com to learn more. Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping at 40th and Yankee Hill or 70th and Vine. And check us out online at fxblincoln.com.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and Truck Month is back. We have absolutely gigantic savings right now at Koppel. They are offering $12,500 off on select new pickups. That is not a mistake. You heard right. $12,500 off list price right now on select new pickups. Those discounted units, though, will not last long. These are all manager specials. You have to come in now, so hurry in down 144th Street or shop online at koppelcars.com. You'll be glad you did. Stock number G356093 must trade.
Power outages can impact traffic lights. If you come across a non-functioning traffic light, treat the intersection as a four-way stop. Learn more safety tips at les.com/safety.
Hi, it's Charlie Stone here again with Andy Goodyear of Honda of Lincoln. Andy, I hear your lot is packed with new and pre-owned cars again. I know everyone would love to hear all about it. Please tell us all about it.
Thanks, Charlie. It's taken some time, but we have more than 150 new Hondas in stock right now with hundreds on the way, including over 30 new Ridgelines in stock right now. But we've been telling everyone now, Charlie, is it's really cool that someone can come in and look at a new Honda and drive away with it that day.
That's great. Like you said, it's taken a while, but now there are hundreds to choose from. How about pre-owned, Andy?
As always, Charlie, we have over 100 to choose from, all makes and models, with prices starting at under $10,000.
Well, maybe it's time. You come experience the Honda of Lincoln way of doing business. 27th and Yankee Hill Road or online at hondaoflincoln.com.
93.7 The Ticket. Fox KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today: scattered showers possible this morning and partly sunny skies expected this afternoon. We'll see a high around 82. Tonight, partly cloudy skies with a low around 65. And tomorrow, mostly sunny skies return, the light breeze, and a high around 86. I'm meteorologist Kyle Pecker from 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
It's the fall sports season, and that means that the school year is back in session and you're planning road trips for Nebraska football games and following your kids around to their different events. Stop telling yourself you'll upgrade your car someday and do it now. Mullen Motors lot is full of great vehicles to take home so you don't have to worry about your current car struggling through another season. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Lake and find your next ride. As your fall schedule gets busy, you'll need a reliable way to get to your destinations. Mullen Motors.
No taglines, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
MWR is dedicated to building attractive, affordable steel buildings that exceed your expectations. From commercial to residential to agricultural storage, steel buildings are cost-effective, attractive, and versatile. Plus, they're a lasting investment and an ideal choice. MWR uses Sentinel Building Systems out of Albion and can service you all over the state and region. If you have interest in a steel building, post frame building, or fencing, give MWR a call today at 402-980-5273 or go to mwrbuildingandfence.com. Are you looking to get into the electrical construction industry or wanting a new scene? The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
Anybody who knows me knows I was cocky out of the womb.
It's Early Break. Weekday mornings from 6 to 8 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Segment 2 is always sponsored by our friends at Beck's Hybrids. Farmers, we know that volume discounts are a major factor when ordering seed. Oftentimes, discounts are lost buying from multiple brands. Beck's provides the most diverse product lineup in the marketplace. Capitalize on this diversity with one brand Beck's Hybrids. Go to BecksHybrids.com for a full farm quote. And always remember the 3 F's: faith, family, and farming at Beck's Hybrids.
Well, I tell you one thing right now. There is there's a lot of strain going on with the Beck's customers. Strain right now, because what they're trying to do is trying to get it with the equipment for harvest is a lot. They're expecting such a yield that they don't know if their equipment can handle carrying the stuff out of the fields.
It's a big problem.
It's an axle-based problem, Trevor said.
Axle-based?
It's an axle-based. We're concerned about axle snapping in the field because the corn is so dense. And it's turned into,
you're out of your mind.
It's turned into quite a scenario.
Yeah.
Yes.
Axle snapping.
Axle snapping.
Axle snapping under the weight of dense corn.
Yes. So that's going on because of Beck's. So you get yourself the best corn you've ever had, and you also get yourself some sort of a jet ski.
Yeah.
All at one time.
And get someone who knows axles.
That's a good life right there.
Ball bearings.
Yeah. Greg.
Yes.
Greg, can you strengthen axles?
Yes. What can we do for the axle strengthening program for Beck's? They want to know. Yep. Sonny wants to know.
Thank you to
Thank you to Beck's.
That is an amazing problem. Oh yeah, we got.
Bill has some breaking news over there for us. Bill, what do you have?
Well, it ties into Beck's. Everything and everyone in the tri-state area tonight from the Elks Club. Steve Sipple. Yeah. Steve Sipple.
God, I had forgotten about this.
Steve Sipple tonight.
What time?
I don't know what the time like that.
Better get this straight.
But
Trevor, where are you?
It's already sold out.
Oh,
it's
please.
already sold out.
I'll put a collar shirt on.
I talked to Trevor last night, and they said that right now York is a buzz. But anybody from that area, they're a buzz.
There'll be 7 people there.
No, they're expecting 400 to 500.
It'll be like when I walked into that Mexican restaurant at Conestoga Mall in Grand Island and said, "Hey, I'm here for a speech." And the girl looked around. I don't see anybody.
Yeah.
There's some people over at that table.
Yeah. That's who you sat down and talked to.
Fan, yeah.
That's your fan said.
I'm here for a speech.
True story, Ben.
Where's everybody at?
I was a young man.
Steve Sipple owns the Elks Club tonight. Breakers, let us know if you're going.
The Elks Club. Jake, you do not have to go. I thought about this the other day. Do not do it. Come on. You got a life. That's the last thing.
I don't think.
And I'm not giving you a cut of the check either.
Yeah, so. I won't be going there.
We're not cutting you a check. Steve gets a big check out of this.
I just have to drive.
And I had to negotiate this.
Thank you.
I was Steve's agent on this. I go, I'll handle this. Let me get all the details. I'll let him know. Hey, he's gonna want this, and this. He's gonna want some. Oh yeah, I gave him a list of stuff like you're a rock star in the back. Yeah.
Thank you, Bill.
Peanut M&Ms.
Okay, I got to get the time straight. So Trevor, if
you said, don't be late for your own speech.
No,
That'd be bad.
Yeah. So anyway,
I'll be ready.
If there's any breakers going, get out there tonight, and it's open to everyone. It's not just for York or Elks. It's an open door policy there.
From the Dakotas.
Yes,
from the Dakotas. Here they come from the Dakotas.
Kansas coming up there.
So breaking
Kansas.
Thank you, Steve.
Kansas coming up from the border.
Yeah, I'll have a good speech ready. It's already in my mind. I know what. Trevor, do not worry about that part. It's in my mind right now.
He's a pro. A lot of speeches.
He's a pro.
Thanks to Beck's Hybrids, as always. 464-5685. Call or text, as always. StubHub had a report.
This is interesting, Bill.
Last week.
Very.
They report a 42% increase in college football ticket sales this year. And I guess the question I would have is how much of this is due to excitement for conference realignment versus playoff expansion and possibilities, or is there something else besides that could cause 42% increase in in ticket sales in college football? Where would you guys go to for that?
Well,
it's the schedule.
You believe that?
I 100% believe the schedule. And I talk about pushback. I couldn't agree. I'm 100% in disagreement with Steve Sipple.
In what?
On the one like that you shouldn't play no in non-conference.
I know you are.
I'm like no, because I'm protecting protecting the fans.
I'm not saying
the reason there's excitement is because now you're not on this. Well, if we lose one, we're out of the playoffs. We do this. It's like, no, you have to have games.
I got it. Now,
you have to have games because what's the knockback of some play? It's like you have to have games.
Please let me clarify. I'm not saying that you just junk up your non-con. Don't junk it up, but be reasonable about it. Like, I don't know that Nebraska needs to play Texas right now in the non-con. I don't.
I know in the future, in the next couple of years, whenever it is, they have Tennessee. I really hope they don't cancel that. The Nebraska fans should get to go to Knoxville and those fans should get to come.
I hear you.
To Lincoln. I'm a hard pushback. If you want to keep the game going, you got to have great games.
I hear you.
And when
your conference takes care.
Yeah.
I don't staunchly disagree with you. And I think it's less cut and dried than you make it. I think if you're building a program, there's just no reason for a team that's building a program to play Alabama right now. I mean, don't do it. Now, if you get your program to a certain point, yeah, let's do this. Let's play them. Let's go.
So how are you going to do that? Because all schedules are about 8 years out.
Well, they're not as out as they used to be. In some cases,
Keith Mann chime in.
Yeah. Now,
they're out a long ways.
I mean, I'm just telling you, I would get my program to a point where I can handle it before I do it, because those games can knock you back. I've seen it at Nebraska. I saw it when USC ruined the season for Nebraska with a September game. Literally ruined the season. I mean, they whipped Nebraska emotionally, physically, any way you can take it. And Bill Callahan said it after the season. Yeah, that game cost us a lot. I mean, USC destroyed our will in a lot of ways. So no, I just won't do it. I'm not doing it until I get my program to a point where it's ready. Okay, let's do it.
Then where's the trade-off at? Because if if you go like what Michigan did last year.
Yeah.
I mean, when you have nothing on your.
Well, it didn't hurt.
I mean, right now it didn't
hurt them.
You can't say that Colorado's a great team right now, but the whole reason there's excitement is about Colorado game.
Yeah, but they're playing a Nebraska team that's not like Alabama. It's not Ohio State.
I get that, but if you just take Colorado out of this and put
that's a
Akron
perfect one. No, you're making my argument here. That's a perfect one. Neither team is that good, but it's still a marquee game. Fun. That's great. That's perfect. But
so we got to get together and figure out who's not that good. Play each other.
If I was Prime and they said we got to go play Georgia, I'd say no. I got a new offensive line.
I'm not 100%. I'm not saying I got to play the top 4 teams, but you're more on you're talking more like Akron.
There's a happy. No. I said I don't want to junk it up too much. I don't want to junk it up too much. Just make it reasonable. Tennessee might be.
So you say Tennessee is a no, but they're finished like 7th in the conference last year.
They're borderline no.
6th or 7th, and
so preseason 15th overall this.
Yeah,
this
they're borderline. I was just going to say Tennessee might be okay. That might be okay. Tennessee might be okay, but it's just feel. It's a feel. I would not sign off on Nebraska playing. Yeah, let's go.
You just have to have good.
Let's
schedules.
go Tuscaloosa.
You have to have good schedules. You have to have good schedules. That's why StubHub is up.
Yeah,
because of who's. Oklahoma, the thing about right now, Oklahoma is mayhem right now because guess who's coming there?
Who?
Tennessee.
Yeah,
it's a big deal.
That's
a really
big deal. Who's their non-conference?
It's a really big deal.
Hold on, I got it. I got the magazine right in front.
But the reason, but conference doesn't matter. We're not just when I say schedule, it's part of it because of the conference realignments.
Right. Oh, I know.
Try to get into the Oregon Ohio State game. See how it goes.
That's now, Bill. If we're continuing this conversation, that's why I say you don't have to have a freaky non-conference because your conference has gotten freaky. I mean, this like the Georgia schedule. I don't need Georgia to play Clemson. It's nice. It helps the game, but it's not necessary that because their SEC schedule is amazing. Who was I looking at? Oklahoma. Who they play in the non-con? What league are they in?
They're in the SEC.
You're right. I got it.
I got it for you right here. Oklahoma. They play Temple off the bat. Then they play Houston, and then they play Tulane.
That's an example of a very manageable, smart schedule. It's not bad.
Temple, Houston, Tulane, all at home.
Yeah,
home game.
That's fine. That's a good one.
It's a good schedule.
Yeah, that's Bill. That's exactly what I.
The only it's a huge difference between SEC and Big Ten.
Yeah,
huge difference because you look at the schedule and you say you just looked at the Georgia schedule and what was it? It's like whoa. And you look at some teams in the Big Ten and you say, oh yeah, that's
manageable.
Yeah, that's just beyond manageable.
Like Rutgers, yeah.
Yeah, and look at their schedule and you go, hold it now.
Right. Georgia's not manageable.
If you were all of a sudden in the SEC, no matter what you're catching,
trouble.
So I see it being different. I really
anyway,
do. The ACC, Big 12, same thing.
This is where we have to come. I have to come clean, and probably Jake to a certain extent, because we sort of were not forecasting the demise of college football, but we wondered about the popularity openly.
Well, I mean, anytime there's change, we go for the negative versus the positive. It feels like.
No, the other part of it
It's
is
not better times. It's different. It's different times now.
Or is it better times?
I'm just
now?
saying it's different times.
Are we in better times?
Technology's made it harder because watching a game on TV is remarkable.
Easy.
What it looks like.
Yes.
I mean, you can
Easy.
see. I mean, you can see someone's. You can see if they shaved that day or not on the sideline. It's incredible what the watching it is like. And so that
Because the
so the
pixels.
game day atmosphere has to be really good. That has to be the reason you go, for most part, to go to the game. If you're going to sit in row 42 of the south end zone, and it's going to be like, okay, the replay we get to watch is up on the big board compared to watching it on TV. So the game day atmosphere, that has to be the reason that drives you. Like, no, just being part of this, being
Has
part
to
of
be
the
good.
being part of the energy has to be good.
Has to be good. But they must be good.
By the way, in terms of the teams that have had the most sales or changed since last year, I mean, all the top 8 are changing conferences. It's all about excitement there. SMU.
Wait a second. SMU.
This is the Power 5
they
teams.
have Florida State coming to
The
town.
Power 5 teams
Conference
with the largest rate of increase as compared to 2023 are these teams: SMU, USC, UCLA, Texas, Oklahoma, Oregon, Washington, and Arizona. The top 8 in terms of the percentage of increase in ticket sales compared to last year.
Interesting U.S. season.
And UCLA.
Good. Because there's a lot of interest. SMU. I get it. I totally get why SMU would be. They're going into the ACC.
ACC. They have Florida State coming as a conference game.
That's beautiful.
That will be a beautiful day down there in SMU.
Yeah, well, fascinating.
That might be. Would that be a time for us to go on a road trip? Might be a
We
great.
point out that the week for Nebraska's
Nebraska's
bye week, October 12th. There's a lot of great games out there for us to go to.
October 12th, the greatest,
No.
the greatest weekend.
And Nebraska's not playing.
Potentially in the history of college football.
It makes me nervous.
We can watch the
Something's
whole
gonna
weekend.
happen. Something's going to happen. There'll be some kind of news that I'll miss every game.
You can watch the whole weekend. It'll be great. Bill's Thrills is next, and Song of the Day on early
doing
break in
Bill's
the
Thrills.
ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Sandhills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Unearth the secret to long-lasting tires at Tread's Central Tire Pros, a league apart in commitment, service, and expertise. This isn't just about rubber meeting the road, but trust, safety, and surety converging in perfect harmony. This is where expectations are exceeded every time. Make your appointment today at Tread Central Tire Pros, just south of Cortland on Highway 77, or visit our website to explore our services. Remember, when it comes to tires, choose Tread Central Tire Pros because we tread differently. Nebco is hiring CDL drivers for ready-mixed concrete, Husker Concrete, and Beatrice Concrete. Nebco offers great pay, medical and retirement benefits, paid time off, and they pay for CDL training. Apply today and start your new career with a $2,500 hiring bonus. From Nebco's beginning in 1908, it's the employees that have formed the company's solid foundation. Start your career today. Visit nebcoinc.com. That's NEBCOINC.com.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals just like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
Community means something different to everyone. But for me, it means cheering on those around you during the good times and helping them out during the tough times. I'm softball player Jordy Ball, and I've been blessed with the support of my friends, family, coaches, and community throughout my life. When looking for a bank to call home, it was easy to choose Midwest Bank. I never feel like just another customer, and they're proud to support their communities. They love what they do, and it shows. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank.
Are you a healthy non-smoker? Solarion, one of the world's leading clinical research organizations, is seeking people like you, 19 to 64 years old with excess weight, to take part in a research study. You could earn up to $22,500 for participation. This study includes 1 10-night stay, 5 2-night stays, 1 1-night stay, and 17 returns. Learn more at helpresearch.com/dub or call 8662-13-2965.
Follow the Huskers to the City of Angels when Nebraska plays at USC in November. Book your official Nebraska alumni travel package at huskerfantravel.com. Choose from 2 or 3 night options that include a downtown LA hotel, exclusive welcome event, game day transportation, and the official Husker Huddle pregame party. Add on game tickets for an optional upgrade. Transportation to and from LA not included. Join the official Nebraska alumni trip to see the Huskers play at USC. Spots are limited, so book your trip now at huskerfantravel.com.
Liberty Law Group is committed to the defense of your liberty in pursuit of your justice for those that have been injured. My name is Matt Knight, attorney with Liberty Law Group. If you've been injured in an accident that wasn't your fault, call 877-42-LIBERTY. Our relentless trial attorneys are committed to the highest quality legal representation. At Liberty Law Group, we will fight for you. Call 877-42-LIBERTY. Once again, that's 877-42-LIBERTY.
Summer concerts keep rolling at Pinewood Bowl with a great show on Wednesday, August 21st. Blue October headlines a trifecta of artists with Switchfoot and Matt Nathanson starting things off. Don't miss Blue October, Switchfoot, and Matt Nathanson on Wednesday, August 21st at Pinewood Bowl. Get tickets today at Ticketmaster.com.
Are you looking to get into the electrical construction industry or wanting a new scene? The electrical workers of local union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today. MWR is dedicated to building attractive, affordable steel buildings that exceed your expectations. From commercial or residential to agricultural storage, steel buildings are cost-effective, attractive, and versatile. Plus, they're a lasting investment and an ideal choice. MWR uses Sentinel Building Systems out of Albion and can service you all over the state and region. If you have interest in a steel building, post frame building, or fencing, give MWR a call today at 402-980-5273 or go to mwrbuildingandfence.com.
If you're a homeowner or a business owner, you have a lot of projects, and no one has an unlimited budget or time. Sunbelt Rentals makes all jobs less stressful with no need to purchase large equipment or hire a crew. You can do it yourself with rentals and everything from aerators and power rakes for spring yard work to stump grinders, concrete mixers, tile saws, and more. Check out their inventory in Lincoln, north of Cornhusker Highway on 56th Street, or online at sunbeltrentals.com.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. You love to bash his sports takes.
Now, will you feel like an idiot if you're
No,
a big tough?
never feel like an
if
idiot.
you're a big tough guy this morning,
But you really love to voice your displeasure for his music choices.
he stumbled on an issue that I did not think would generate this much passion and discussion.
It's time for Jake's questionable song of the day on Early Break on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Once again, your song of the day from 1969, Feeling All Right by Joe Cocker, 464-5685. 1 is bad, 10 is good. Text rating on the Sauter Heyman Jewelers song of the day.
I'm blown away by the year. 69.
Yeah.
I would have thought that was way later than that. I would have. I thought that I would not have guessed 69.
I probably wouldn't have either. I would have guessed
Jake,
70.
I don't know what you're doing at home, but you're doing it right.
Yeah, we don't need to know.
I'll keep that private.
Damn right I'm doing it.
Yeah, you can't give that a bad score. I mean, there's just no way.
Wow.
Yeah, you never turn it off.
It's walk-up music.
Yeah,
100. If you're rolling in and that's playing in the
God.
Imagine just coming into like that and that's going right.
Bill,
I mean, you're,
Bill, are you doing that thing with your fist?
I am.
Are you?
Yeah, it was kind of like that. It was kind of a fist drum roll.
Yeah,
That's kind of what it was.
It's very interesting when you do that. I love that. It means excitement.
Oh, yes, that hit me.
Yeah, it did hit you. It hit your hands.
It did. Throwing hands. Threw hands.
You're throwing hands. Yeah,
Thank
Jake.
you, Jake.
What was yesterday? What'd you play yesterday? We never can remember.
1973, Love Train, the OJs.
Yeah,
Jake's on a
heater.
Yeah,
and this is an unbelievable heater.
I just keep it in that. Just keep it in that area.
Yeah, just keep making our. We're getting ready for the football season. Don't all of a sudden just go into just some of your weird stuff you'll do every now and then. Yeah, don't do it.
I have played a couple of 70s songs that got bad scores, so it's not a perfect decade. But
No,
it's
of
that
course
was 60s right there.
But
69.
you got a great chance in the 60s and 70s.
Yep.
Could you imagine being a senior in high school in 69 and that song comes out?
Oh, God.
Imagine listening to that on the radio.
That'd be freaky,
That'd
right?
be freaky. Because
It'd be
the
weird.
song freaks me out now.
Yeah.
It's 2024 and I'm freaked out by it.
You'd be weirded out by how good.
Heyman, are you listening to this? This is incredible.
93576. 9.35.
9444421.
This is back-to-back days. You guys are both in the nines.
You
This is
nailed
scaring
it.
me over here.
Thank you.
You're good.
Thank
Joe
you, Jake
Cocker.
Sorensen.
You're good. Don't
Joe
overthink
Cocker.
it. Jake,
Yes.
don't
All right,
overthink it.
young Ben, not going to be in the nines. I
Well,
don't think.
he seemed happy. I think it's going to be a 7-9.
I think you're high, Bill. I think you're high. It's 6'3".
Okay.
6'7".
6'7".
Good job.
Steve
Yep,
knew it.
nice.
I
Good
could tell
read
by his
there.
reaction.
Ben, you're kind of missing out on life here a little bit, okay, buddy? I know you're busy coaching. I know your face is buried in the playbook.
Second grade
Get out of the
flag
playbook
football.
for a second and listen in.
He's just corralling the second graders because he can't keep them in line at football.
Yeah.
He's got a coach sitting right here to help him.
That's right.
We've asked to see Ben's playbook. We've asked to
Now,
see
where's
it.
the playbook at?
He's got to bring it in tomorrow. He's got a playbook. I guarantee you there's something. You're telling me you don't have anything written down
He has
to
a
show the
coaching
kids?
minor. He has
You're
a
saying
coaching minor.
Just going to say throw it and then run it. What's your playbook? You got to have something, Ben.
When they announce you,
Throw it, then run it.
wait, again, what's his playbook? He doesn't have a playbook.
Oh, Ben, when they announce
it,
you,
then run it.
when you walk across stage, will they announce that you're also a coaching minor? Will that be announced? That will be announced. That'll be incredible.
Pump your fist when they do it.
Ben,
Pump your fist.
Ben, I'll be there for graduation. I'll be there. I'll be at graduation. I'm going to graduation to see Ben graduate. Yeah, I went
As
and
a coach.
I went and
You
watched
will
Bella.
definitely yell.
I went and watched Bella win the conference championship
Yes, you
in the
did.
200. So I'm gonna watch
You
you graduate.
should.
Yeah, we'll
When is this?
Is this May or is this
the best
December? In May,
the best
okay.
part is that Steve right now will say, "There's a chance I'll be there," and there's no chance he'll be there.
chance
And then
at
he'll
all.
text about 20 minutes before, things got off the rails, can't make it.
And
It's
So I've
every
already
time.
decided
there's
in my mind
never
it's
a
not
thought of it
It's not
happening.
happening. It's every
just a
time. There's
constant
no
lie.
chance. I never count on Sipple to show up for anything.
No.
None.
Keep it that
I
way.
showed up at Jake's diaper keg and I go, "Hey, Sipple coming?" He goes, "Oh, he texted a little bit ago. He thought he was going to be able to make it." I said, "There's no chance." He walks over 20 minutes later and shows me the text. Things got a little screwy.
We both knew. We both
we
knew.
both knew.
Oh, it's true.
Yeah.
Everybody who knows me knows.
Yeah.
Everybody, family, everybody. No, I just don't show up for it. I don't like people.
But you,
Look, that's my line. It's still my line.
still Bill's line.
Yes.
No, anyway.
Uh,
Anywho,
Ratings before we get to Bill's Thrills.
Yes, what do we got?
Bill and Bennett, 7.4. Guilt Nerd was low yesterday with the twos. He's a 7.9 today. Redemption there. Lyle in Omaha, 8.6.
I wish my name was Lyle.
I did. Lyle's a great name.
Lyle Sipple.
That does sound pretty good.
Well,
It was.
Sandmaster in KC, 4.1. Not very high. Mike and Dalton, 8.25. Sanderson, a 7. Hook, leg, 5.
5. That's high for Bird
pretty
again.
good
Thank
for
you, Bird.
Ellis in Illinois, 8.5. Trent says 6.5. Sean in DeWitt, 8.4. Pete in Chattanooga, why would he be listening to the show? Who
Weird.
knows? 7.
Just an odd connection.
Very strange.
Why are you not listening to the University of Tennessee talk radio? Oh, because he's from here. That's what it is.
6.34 from New Breaker. Jane and Wahoo. We learned yesterday, New Breaker.
Jane, thank you,
and
Jane.
Wahoo.
We need more new breakers.
We need more new breakers.
And Big Slim says that's the 7 there. So
please alert us if you're a new breaker.
Yes.
Text in 464-5685.
I agree. If you never texted in and you're a new listener, please 402-464-5685. Text your name so we can save it on the text line and let us know your new breaker. I appreciate that.
For some reason, I like the idea of Wahoo getting more involved in our show. Jane,
you know what? Just the
spread
other day,
word.
I felt that Wahoo need to be more involved, and all of a sudden they do. They have that. They do that.
Jane.
They have a new locker plant there. And
They do.
And it's time.
I'm sorry?
They have a new locker.
Wahoo
plant.
locker.
Wahoo locker. Yes, I've been
Very,
there.
very popular.
Very popular.
Is that right? Wahoo
Yeah.
Locker.
Yes.
It's a plant.
A lot of construction going on the highway
Meat
outside
locker.
of Wahoo right now. So just be
Meat
locker.
Meat locker.
Meat
Yes.
locker.
You'd like it.
Okay. It is time for a Tuesday edition, Bugaboo Tuesday on Bill's
no,
Thrills.
this is not- Oh my God.
Here we go.
Some call him the most interesting man in the world.
That is setting up the morel mushroom
Yes.
bonanza.
Oh,
yeah.
is
we
it gonna be
need it.
bonanza?
Mushrooms grow better with thunder and lightning.
Others call him Coach. But to everyone else, he's Bill.
I want to get one of those military ab stimulators for us to wear during the show. You see, I sent it to you today.
It's time for Bill's Thrills on Early Break. Sponsored by Dirk, Scott, and Ty at Mid-Plains Advisors.
Yes, as always, Bill's Thrills, sponsored by Dirk, Scott, and Ty at Mid-Plains Advisors, the ATMs, the cash cows of Lincoln. Call them at 402-730-7387 for a free consultation to plan your financial future today. We know on Tuesdays, things bother Bill. Sip's favorite day of the week.
It is.
So, Bill, what is bothering you today?
Well, a couple things going on that kind of bother. And once again, can I just thank Mid Plains Advisors again for we don't have Bill Thrills without those guys. And also do some practice gambling this weekend just to try to see if you're ready to go for when the true week. What, my new pink glasses? I just got them yesterday.
The pink
I went to the
glasses
dollar
or
store.
something.
I went to the dollar store and got these yesterday.
What are you suggesting that we practice?
What that? Well,
Get ready for gambling?
Yes. So they to get the cash, how to run it through the cash-free app,
Okay.
tax-free app. I mean, and then how to build also then invest it with them, and you can just triple your money. There's a chance that everyone could have like a profit margin up 200% over the season with your guidance, because you've been giving tips on what on when to bet the overs on preseason football, and that works very well. So follow Steve to get that done.
I'll have a number for you later.
Yeah, they'll have a great plan.
Hey, Bill, let's get this going. Come on. Bugaboo Tuesday. There's the flip.
Things that bother me. I love when random people use their phones to hijack the jukebox.
Ooh.
Oh, God.
Oh.
I love when random people use their phone to hijack the jukebox. Oh, this new world we live in.
Touch
and I'm
tunes.
sitting around, and all of a sudden, I'm like, what the hell is going on? They just whip out their phone and just start playing their own playlist. Number of times I've been sitting somewhere going, what is this? Who's playing this? What is going on here?
This is
This
good.
is a good one.
This is that it's not right. It's selection music only. Selection music only. Absolutely not. It's fundamental. You put money in a jukebox and you play it. You put money
What is going
in the
on?
jukebox and you play it. Jake
What are
knows
people
this.
doing?
I know. Yeah,
Jake
it's
knows
called
how to
touch
do it.
Tunes.
Jake knows how to do it.
But you know what, Bill? I have not done it though.
It drives me nuts. All I'm sitting down, it's like, well, who's playing this? Oh, it's Connie over there. It's on her phone. She just walks in. You can hijack the jukebox on the phone and play whatever on your playlist you want to play with. No money. Just hijack the jukebox, and then it's your own personal.
This is true. There's an app that you get
There's
on.
an
Yeah,
app.
Touch Tunes. There is no charge. Once you get in the building, you can control the playlist to a certain extent.
What is
And
going on?
It's horrific. So I just want to go back in time. Back when it was 3 plays for a quarter, Steve. Remember that? 3 plays for
100.
3 plays for, and it was vinyl, and the record actually moved. The record came in. Remember that? Put it down. Then do you remember
I'm gonna
that?
start crying.
Do you remember? Curmudgeons lock in. Close your eyes.
Okay, I'm close.
You remember
I'm
you
closing.
remember the 4 to 6 seconds when the needle hit the vinyl and that little static sound before it? Remember that static sound before the music actually started?
Yeah.
Keep your eyes closed and think
They're
about
closed.
this. Think about the texture and what it felt like when you press those buttons. C, click.
Mhm.
9, click.
Mhm.
Boom, and they'd pop back up for your
You
next
own
selection.
that. You own
that one. Sometimes you hit the wrong one. You make a bad selection. That happens sometimes.
Can I
You
open my
own-
eyes?
Oh, you can open
Keep
your
them
eyes
closed?
now. Oh, I can. Can you not feel the? Can you feel the buttons?
Yes.
I can. Can you see how you selected
And
the
those
songs?
were your
how you
songs.
looked?
You were proud.
Those were your songs, and you were proud. And if somebody else played them and it wasn't quite your music, it's okay
Yeah, it's fine.
because that's your song. Because you went up there, and guess what you had to do? You didn't have to sit there at your table on your phone and press a button. You had to get up, and you had to walk to the jukebox. You had to put the money in. You had to press the buttons, and you played the music.
Where did this happen to you?
Where
were you violated?
It's happened numerous times.
Too many
This
times
has
to
happened.
count.
This has
You were
happened.
violated.
Yes. Oh, physically the
God.
record moving like that. And then how about this? I can remember being in places when I was in youth and younger, when like the guy showed up with the new records. He would open up the jukebox and he would take some stuff that really wasn't
Seriously,
playing.
I know.
And then-
I've never seen
Yeah,
that.
the guy would show up.
You were there?
Yeah, I saw it happen. I saw it happen. And they would put in the new records
That'd be
would
pretty
get, would get put in.
This needs to be a podcast.
Yes, this needs.
It is a podcast.
It is a. We're a podcast.
I keep going. This is fascinating.
And they would put the new music in, and then the guy would just lock
You
it
saw
back. I
that?
saw him put it in, and it takes some of that. No one's really listening.
You've
to this
had a
anymore.
very interesting life.
God, it was. I can see what it looked like as you look and you stared and you stood like this. You went double palms down and you stared at the music. You had your eyes down and you're looking through like that, and then boom. And the key was you tried to want to get to play your songs kind of quickly because you don't want to just play one and it would start while you were still thinking about your other stuff. So you kind of wanted to get it down like boom, 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 boom.
We lived the same life.
Same life. We lived a parallel world. Parallel
God,
worlds.
I did not know though. This is informative to me. I'm sorry to break in.
Oh,
I didn't know you could go on your phone.
Oh, talk to the grandkids. They'll tell you. They're like, oh yeah, they'll do it for you. They'll go, oh, watch this, and they'll take over a jukebox. Jake knows what's going on.
We have some response. I just want to get a little bit of a correction here. A little bit of correction. Now, okay, you do have to pay for it. You got to pay. It's not free.
A flat fee.
There's I guess to bypass a song that's being played next, you have to pay to surpass that song with your playlist.
Still, you
that's
can
not
do
even-
it off your
It is
phone.
not free.
Yeah,
You can do it
off your phone.
Just interrupt somebody's
Correct.
Yeah.
If you pay a little
thoughtful picks.
right, if you pay more, because it's bypass.
So if you pay and you select the song, somebody can bypass you.
Correct.
They can pay.
Yes.
Think about that.
Yeah.
Can you
I am
imagine that
thinking
one?
about
That's even
But
worse.
Can you imagine you're standing there like this, palms, and you look at the music and ready to select, and someone just bumps you out of the way and plays their song
Because
You
they
go-
paid
you know,
more.
because you know when that happened? Never, not in the world. Oh,
These are not.
God, these are. You know what they were? You know what that was? Better times. Better
I
times.
can't believe what you're telling me almost. That's a violation. You've been violated at that point.
I love when random people use their phones to hijack the jukebox.
Why would you do that to somebody?
Jake, anything from the text line?
Yes, so I got some more response beyond what I said there.
Thanks, Jake.
Phil says, Jake, you might have to start playing Old Band by Neil Young as the Bill's Thrills theme song.
No. Better man.
Yeah.
Better man.
Better times, man.
Better times.
Bo Lever says, that would piss me off because I paid for my song and it got bypassed. Yes.
No, that's bull crap. It is. You pick 3 songs and someone's interject.
Can bypass.
Oh, really?
Yeah. All of a sudden.
No, there's nothing good about it. There's nothing good about it.
It's a game changer. I'm just telling you, for the old people.
Thank you for this.
Just paint the picture when you can press C9. I can feel how. Remember how it would click when you pressed it down, and then boom over to this. You had to press. There's 2 different boards. Remember, they were in 2 different deals.
It's a big part of your night.
It's a big part of your night.
Yeah.
Selection like that. And also,
Half out.
Let's play. Let's play some music.
This is my music.
This is my music. Right? This is mine.
Yeah.
This is my playlist.
Yeah. You
What's the
said
playlist? What'd you make it? I just did it on the jukebox. I walked up there and I put in $1. I put in some.
There's some pride.
There's some pride. Yeah, there was a lot.
Someone says the app is called Touch Tunes. Yep, I hit that. It is Touch Tunes. Thank you. Got that. But Jennifer and hubby. Jennifer says, I've never heard of this. Crazy and so wrong.
Yeah.
Why would you break into somebody's set is what we're getting at. I mean, this individual had a set that he or she was very proud of, and you're just breaking into it.
Yeah, or they're just playing it randomly off.
Ben,
just playing it randomly
it's
off.
not better times.
Yes. Ben, this was real.
They're trying to ruin the
Ben,
mood.
they're
It's
trying-
rude.
Yeah.
It's just rude is what we're talking about.
Rude.
If you just knew what the old machine looked like, Ben, if you saw, it was a vinyl record that got flipped.
amazing. You
and
saw
a
that
45 and saw it set down, and then that 4 to 6 seconds of static before the music started.
And there's somebody had a job. That would be
That was
a
their
cool job.
What did he do? They changed their music out. Drive around the state of Nebraska with a big briefcase full of 45s. Someone did
What
that.
a job.
Someone did that. And they would show up like in a bar and stuff like at noon.
Sure.
Okay, they show up there.
Cool.
Cool. It's going in like that. Yeah, we got to change some stuff out like that. Probably played it, probably tried it, played it. Imagine the maintenance to an old jukebox.
Oh.
A lot. It's a lot going on.
Last one here, but we'll move on.
No, we don't want to move on.
We
This
have
is a
to.
fascinating
Let's finish with
conversation.
this. Finish with this.
Hazelbear says this. He sent me. He says, "I am that guy." Sends me a screenshot from TouchTunes. 784 total plays and 123 check-ins at different bars he's been to. He has been this person, and he's proud of it.
It's concerning. It's concerning about society. It's concerning very much right now.
Yeah.
It's very concerning to me.
What an interesting thing you laid out, though, about the guy that would go around and change the actual vinyl in jukebox.
This gotta be a cool dude.
That's a
He's gotta
dude.
be a cool
You
guy.
know, smoking Marlboros. Yeah. You know, he was arm out the window, left arm suntan.
Got to get to the bars early.
Get to the bars early. Get set up. Like we have people coming in later. Right? They want to play this.
Yep.
And you knew when they had the best music. You knew you was like, yeah. You would. A lot of times you go halves with somebody. Yeah, I'll pick some.
Yeah,
songs.
we got the new ELO here.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
we do.
You want to hear that? Yeah,
brand
I'd like to
new.
hear that.
Check it out.
We got some Streisand in here.
That is Bill's Thrills, sponsored by Dirk Scott and Ty at Mid Plains Advisors Hour 2. Next,
don't bring me
Early Break.
flowers?
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Sandhills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Physician that your testosterone level is fine, but you don't feel fine? Get a second opinion. If your testosterone level is 200, 350, even 500, and you still have symptoms, come to Limitless Male. We treat the person and the symptoms, not the number. Our mission is for you to feel optimal again. So if you're tired all the time, no energy, brain fog, muscle loss, nothing left in the tank, get your free consult at limitlessmale.com.
You can help fight deadly diseases like RSV and influenza while getting paid for your time. Velocity Clinical Research is now seeking clinical trial participants in your area. Participants can receive compensation for study-related time. No health insurance is needed to join. Find a study near you at velocitytrials.com. That's velocitytrials.com.
Liberty Law Group is committed to the defense of your liberty in pursuit of your justice for those that have been injured. My name is Matt Knight, attorney with Liberty Law Group. If you've been injured in an accident that wasn't your fault, call 877-42-LIBERTY. Our relentless trial attorneys are committed to the highest quality legal representation. At Liberty Law Group, we will fight for you. Call 877-42-LIBERTY. Once again, that's 877-42-LIBERTY.
How about something that's truly fun for both kids and adults? Nebraska Knockerball, the new place to go for your private and corporate parties. Step inside one of their inflatable spears and let out stress in a healthy form of exercise. Or try the human foosball, foot darts, yard pong, giant beer pong, basketball Connect 4, and much more. Nebraska Knockerball, specializing in physical, engaging fun. Call Nebraska Knockerball today at 402-460-8724 to learn more or book a reservation now.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and Truck Month is back. We have absolutely gigantic savings right now at Koppel. They are offering $12,500 off on select new pickups. That is not a mistake. You heard right. $12,500 off list price right now on select new pickups. Those discounted units, though, will not last long. These are all manager specials. You have to come in now, so hurry in down 144th Street or shop online at koppelcars.com. You'll be glad you did. Stock number G356093 must trade.
Constructors is now hiring for all positions, with laborers starting at $23 and up based on experience. Constructors has immediate job openings for laborers, mechanics, bridge builders, operators, and drivers. Start your new career today. Constructors offers great pay, health, dental, and vision insurance, paid time off, paid holidays, and so much more. Join the crew today and be a part of Nebraska's oldest paving company dating back to 1908. For a complete list of openings and to apply online, visit constructorslincoln.com.
Bill Busch here for Hefty Seed Company, who wants you to know about their summer meeting on Wednesday, August 21st. You know how deeply I care about ag, so I'm locked into these topics for the meeting, including input costs for the 2025 growing season, weed control, fertility, seed traits, new varieties, herbicide, and crop protection pricing, and all industry news. RSVP today, heftyseed.com, store meetings or call 402-646-2040. It's the Hefty Agronomy Meeting at Harvest Hall at Seward County Fairground on Wednesday, August 21st from 1 to 2:30 with lunch at 12:30. Free lunch. Don't miss it.
What's it take to be a mentor with big brothers, big sisters? It takes 30 minutes and a cup of coffee. A video game, that's 2 out of 3. It takes sharing thumbs up emojis, clapping emojis, and loaded nachos at halftime. That's how you make an impact on a young kid's life. So go on, share a few hours a month, because mentorship may sound huge, but the truth is, it takes little to be big.
To learn more, volunteer, or donate, go to bbbslincoln.org.
It's the fall sports season, and that means that the school year is back in session and you're planning road trips for Nebraska football games and following your kids around to their different events. Stop telling yourself you'll upgrade your car someday and do it now. Mullen Motors lot is full of great vehicles to take home so you don't have to worry about your current car struggling through another season. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Lake and find your next ride. As your fall schedule gets busy, you'll need a reliable way to get to your destinations. Mullen Motors.
No taglines, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
With the Planet Fitness Black Card, you don't just get a great workout, you get a great perk out because your membership is packed with perks. For $1 down and $24.99 a month, you'll get perks like access to any of our 2,400 clean and spacious locations. Bring a friend anytime and both work out with tons of equipment that'll give you that big fitness energy. Relax in the Black Card spa and more. Work out and perk out with the PF Black Card. Join for just $1 down and $24.99 a month.
Hurry, this deal ends soon.
See Home Club for details.
Wake up, Lincoln.
I overslept. Damn rooster didn't crow.
It's time for Early Break, sponsored by Midwest Bank. Live from Lincoln, America. Here's 93.7 The Ticket's Jake Sorensen.
I'm wrong, but I'm not.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
If I were a feral cat.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
You get one team. Mine's the Houston Oilers.
So-
I'm not the Texans, and I'm not the Titans. So I'm out.
This is Early Break.
Welcome back to Hour 2 on a Tuesday. Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, Bill Busch on Early Break. Hour 2 is always sponsored by our friends at Midwest Bank. Member FDIC. Location in South Lincoln at 27th and Jamie Lane. Also at 70th and Pioneers in the Stone Building, which you have seen, Sip.
Yes,
in
I'm
the southeast corner of the street.
It doesn't make the impression on me that it does on you.
You don't feel like you're in Yellowstone?
Come on, we'll figure that
feel
out.
Like you're in Yellowstone.
It's handsome.
Well,
it's handsome.
But up in Creighton, Nebraska is where Shin Daddy resides.
Yes.
And he's got every day something happening. What's happening today?
Well, he's busy again
in
today,
Creighton,
guys,
Bill?
and there's been an olive branch thrown out. There's been a big olive branch that's come down from the Creighton school system, from the Board of Education. Shin Daddy is your school daddy. Shin Daddy is your school daddy. He's now teaching a class at Creighton for seniors. You know the FFA, Future Farmers of America?
Yes.
He's the FBA, Future Bankers of America. And they're going to wear green corduroy coats, like the the blue coats that the guys wear around here, the FFA. They got, Brad Cohen is going to finance this.
Is he really?
Yes, he's going to finance. So he's locking in a big.
Why
bunch-
green corduroy?
What's for money?
For money.
Green for money.
It's
The
corduroy.
bank- yeah. So it's the Future Bankers of America.
Oh, God.
At that. Yeah. So he's going to teach them everything about for those who dreamed about being a banker. And he's going to teach. He's going to teach the class. He's going to teach them. Hey, at 10:15, 2:30, take a break. Go to the break room. You have a donut. You have coffee. Talk about some things that are going on.
It's what
around
we
town.
do.
It's what we do. We take coffee and we take some breaks right there. Then he talks finance. He has. Now, remember now, we invented FDIC, and he also works for the comptroller of the currency for the government. So he knows every banking law there is.
Brilliant person.
So he gets to go
He's
in there
brilliant.
and teach everyone. So the
Bill.
olive branch has been thrown out to Shin Daddy, the school daddy.
No, I'm going to tell you
FBA.
something. This FBA thing will catch on.
What's that? I will. This is going to be big.
And we're going to see
We're gonna
kids
see
in Lincoln.
There's going to
With the
be
green corduroys
with
on.
green corduroy. There'll be a different weekend than it was at FFA, but they'll be walking all around Lincoln, going to the state capitol. Steve will bring them down. Now this is gonna branch into
It's gonna take
statewide. It's gonna be statewide.
It's going to take off, and you know what's going to happen, Bill? There'll be initial confusion because people are like, wait a second.
Hold on, what is that?
Did the what's future farmers? Did they
FFA.
change colors?
Yeah.
No, those are future bankers.
Future bankers.
organization.
So, and those guys eventually will
organization.
they'll all become one because the farmers will be like, I'm going to need a banker.
And maybe eventually they come to town at the same time.
And also they have all of a sudden it's at PBA, and Steve will lead it, and Shin Daddy will be the leader of this. So if we could, so again like that, but appreciate Brad Coyne is he's
Who's Brad Coyne?
Brad is the one that brought us in the Shin Daddy cutout.
Oh, that's right.
Brad's been here before.
Oh, that's right.
And he's committed $500,000 to this program
For the jackets?
Yes, for the jackets to get these to everyone.
This is
to the future bankers of America.
Jake, do you understand what's going on?
Yeah.
Shin Daddy is an innovator.
Yeah.
Everything changed today. The whole world has changed.
He came up with future bankers of America.
Yes. Teach those to bank.
With an outfit too, the green corduroys.
Green
That's a pretty cool thought.
Yeah. Those jackets that the
Interesting
future
image.
farmers wear is incredible.
I
They're
know.
incredible jackets.
You know who they are.
Right away. That's what Steve wanted, was the identification. And he's not, he stole / borrowed it from the idea of like, hey, what's the most, who do you recognize the best? If speech and drama walked by here, we really don't recognize them. But the future farmers, we recognize immediately.
They're in town.
It's a blue coat and it's gold lettering.
Yep.
That's
And
what
you
it
know
is.
exactly what's going
What's
on.
going on. Now you're going to know about banking.
They'll have
FDIC.
green
Corduroys.
striking
It's good
corduroy
looking.
coats.
Teaching those
It's a
to
good
bank.
look.
Yeah.
Future banker.
Yeah.
FBA.
Right away. So what are you doing now?
banker.
Hoping to get on a Pinnacle. Hoping to get on them.
Almost. I mean, their stature will be pretty high right away.
Right
Wow.
away. When you start that through that initial program, imagine what the difference is going to be when you go to college. What'd you come up through? Hold
FBA.
it. Were you part of FBA?
Yeah.
I was. I was the leader of our chapter.
Yeah, FPA has a good ring to
It's
it.
a great ring to it.
This sounds right.
Yeah.
It sounds right. Thank you to Shin Daddy
Yeah.
for always
Thank you,
sponsoring
Bill.
Hour 2 and Midwest Bank, always for
Hey,
sponsoring Hour 2 early break.
Ben, pay attention because there's stuff going on.
Stuff going on. You've
Stuff's
learned.
being innovated.
Steve, how would you stand at the jukebox?
With palms down.
Show us.
Look like
At this. Yeah. Just like that. That's it exactly. Look in, you make your selection.
That was
Try to
well
find some
done.
whaling.
Yeah, try to find some whaling.
Mix in some who?
Yeah.
Maybe cars, just
The
for the
cars,
younger
yeah.
crowd.
Rick
Yeah.
Casey. There we go.
Incredible.
It's a good little
Oh,
trifecta
fat bottom
there.
girls.
How about
trio.
that yeah, how about that trifecta?
How about that? All available on vinyl.
Yep.
And when you wanted to change the song, a guy would show up. He'd show up at the youth center.
God,
Me and Chris Buell.
better times. Somebody had the job of changing records in the jukebox to make
Now
sure.
the jukebox is on the wall,
Mm.
and people can just do whatever they
From
want
their
with it.
app
Yeah,
and
yeah,
pay to
yeah.
get ahead of people.
Yeah, pay to get
Touch
ahead.
tunes.
There should be a deal.
Shameful.
If you do pay to if you do pay to get ahead, an alarm should go off on your phone so everyone in the place knows who did it. It's like wah wah wah. Oh, there's
Yeah.
the guy. He
Yeah,
just
there
jumped
he
you.
is.
He's right over there.
Guys, over at the popcorn.
That's the guy right there. He's
Take
the
him
guy.
out.
Yeah. This
Yeah,
wouldn't happen.
Enjoy your popcorn.
This wouldn't
bud.
happen in Arnold's. Enjoy your popcorn.
You say bud?
Bud.
Enjoy your,
Hey,
he said,
bud.
enjoy your popcorn, bud.
Hey bud.
Wow.
I'm gonna send a guy named Lyle over to
Yeah.
see you here pretty soon.
Yeah.
It won't end
Say
well
hi
for
to
you.
Lyle.
Say hi to Lyle. See how it goes. Show's taking a turn.
Thank you to Midwest Bank for sponsoring Hour 2. 464-5685. Call
Sports.
or text as always. You want to go to this topic? You want to
Yes.
go to the Herbert audio?
Oh, let's go to Herbert.
Okay, all right.
This is gold.
Yesterday, Bill pointed this out to us. Jim Harbaugh, we all know is kooky. He's
We
a little
miss
weird.
him. We missed
Kooky,
him.
you went with
He's kooky. He's weird, but
Yeah.
he's our guy.
Yeah, that's a good.
Justin
actually, that's a
Herbert
good word.
returned to practice. Is this what happened there,
Yes.
Bill?
Interview, yep.
Young Ben got this cut up
Thank you, Ben.
from short clip, but Jim Harbaugh was asked about Justin Herbert being back at practice yesterday, and here is Harbaugh's response.
Felt like the music should be playing. I even thought I thought I heard music. Voices of Angels, maybe. Felt great.
He laughed.
It felt great.
Voices of Angels and music playing when the quarterback returned
Justin Herbert's back to practice.
in the preseason.
That was better than I thought it was going to be.
Play it again.
Do it again.
One more
Play
time.
it again.
Felt like the music should be playing. I even thought I thought I heard music.
I don't think he's kidding.
Voices of Angels, maybe. Felt great. It felt great.
Angels.
I don't think he was joking.
No.
I think he thought he heard music.
I think
Remember, it's not a lie if you believe it.
He thought he heard music, and Herbert showed up.
Angels were singing.
That was really better than I thought it was going to be.
And you wonder why you miss him in college football.
Oh, God, yes.
Oh, you miss
That's
him.
why I cut him slack for just being an unavowed cheater.
Yes.
I mean,
What's that?
yeah. No, we didn't break any rules. Oh, yeah, Jim. You're delusional.
Oh, God, to hear him more often, though.
I know. He's beautiful. That's
Harbaugh.
He cracked himself up.
He laughed.
He laughed at himself.
Hey, here it is. He laughed.
Do it one more time.
One more. Last time, Jim Harbaugh.
Felt like the music should be playing. I thought I heard music. Voices of Angels, maybe. Felt great. It felt great.
This is a man who's living in a camper on
He's living in a camper on the beach. He's living in an RV. He's living in an RV. Head coach. You think he would like if someone bypassed his song on jukebox?
He knows exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah,
because he lived in better times.
He lived in better times.
There you go. We have something else to play from another former quarterback.
Okay,
that's a head coach, Mike Gundy, our friend.
Okay. This is fun.
Mike Gundy, a little more serious tone. This one.
Okay. Well, set it up, Jake. Set it up.
Mike Gundy was talking to media this week, and he is sick of his players asking for more money before the season begins. He wants to shut the operation down now that football season's here. Here's Mike Gundy explaining that to media this week.
That's what I told the players. There's no negotiating now. Portal's over. All negotiations history. Now we're playing football.
You can enjoy
just coaching and playing football.
Conference and a 12-team playoff, and everything being so different, just the newness of it all.
Yeah, and the business side of what we do now is we have to have those conversations with them. Tell your agent to quit calling us and asking for more money. It's non-negotiable now. Going to start again in December. So now we're able to direct ourselves just at football, and that part is fun because there's been so much other stuff going on. It's been hard to really focus on football.
Okay, Mike Gundy has spoken on NIL.
That was Barry Trammell in the background.
Was it?
Yeah,
okay.
That was Barry Trammell. It's interesting. I like what he's doing. He's putting his foot down. But and Bill, you don't have to support me on this. I know it because I've experienced it. I've seen it. What happens with these kids is a kid will have a good game and he'll be in the 1890 office or whatever office. Could happen anywhere in the country. That's how it's so loosely structured and odd. Like a kid, one good game. Okay, I need some more money.
When you sign your contract, maybe a rookie contract, whatever contract you sign in the NFL, and you go out and you throw 5 touchdown passes, you don't get to go up to the GM or the owner. Hey, see that? Yeah.
Right.
But no, you signed it.
It's really odd.
Now, but technically they could. They could be like going, "You're right, playing really well. I mean, we can technically they can do more for you, or it'd be
they can now. I will
imagine if it's the opposite. You imagine this one. This is where that you can't do because then that word gets out. But imagine all of a sudden someone's playing terrible. It's like, hey, we're paying you this much.
We saw it with Jeff Sims,
and that was 3 turnovers.
Right.
I mean, what are we doing?
Okay, now here's the thing.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. Now I got to be careful here. I think it's changed a little bit at some places where they do enter into contracts now. But when it first started, it was literally like that. If a kicker made 3 field goals, he might be in the office, the collective, the next day. Saying, "Hey,
game winner, pay up."
Right. So you can't have it like that. And that Gundy's kind of referring to that scenario.
Oh, it's gold though. How much great would it be to tell them? I want to talk to you about. Just want to see where we're at with something. Season started. How about he said though right away? What did he say? We'll talk in December because you're going to be talking to your entire team in December.
Do that. If you're a head coach, just do that. Just say, no, we're not doing this thing where we're negotiating during the season. We're not negotiating during camp. It's over. We'll see you after the season if you want to talk about that stuff.
There's a chance that every year, if you have 85 on scholarship, whatever the number is, that you talk to each one of them. Okay, here's where you're at. This is where you're at. This is what we're doing. There's gonna be some that are on contract that things didn't go that well for them. They're just keeping their head down, not saying a word. Like I'm fine. I'm good.
100% true.
Yeah, I'm good.
100%.
I want to stay right where I'm at. This is gold. I'm good.
Yeah.
And so I guess, but I thought it was Gundy's great. He's fun to listen to.
Boy, Gundy and Harbaugh in one day. Thanks, Jake.
You're welcome.
That's incredible.
Still coaching.
Nothing.
Former quarterbacks, both of them.
Both are interesting guys.
Probably
too.
similar age guys, right?
How old is Harbaugh? You check that. Ben was kind of gave us this blank stare over
Harbaugh, I'm going to guess. Let's do the guess thing. I'm going to say 61.
61 to 62, I'm going to guess.
And Gundy, I'm going to say 59.
Trying to type here.
Yeah. Okay. Is Ben working on this? Doesn't
Jim
Ben?
Harbaugh is 60 years old.
60.
He turned
Yeah.
61 in
And
December.
I bet you Harbaugh's 59 or 6. Or excuse
Oh.
me, I bet you Gundy's 59 or 60.
I
59
thought
or
Harbaugh's a
60.
year too older.
Mike Gundy is 57.
Ooh,
Yeah.
he's a little
He
younger.
just turned 57 like last week.
Okay, he's a
Gotcha.
little younger.
Okay.
Yeah, a little younger. Okay.
Delivering wonderful clips to us.
Yeah, that was interesting. That was interesting. Barry Trammell clearly was writing something like you guys were talked about earlier. Look at the popularity of the college game. Don't have it marred by that sideshow, the cash grab. Don't have it marred by the cash grab. It's popular. I was wrong. I thought the cash grab by players would affect the popularity of the sport. It clearly hasn't. I mean, we're jacked. I'm jacked.
Yeah.
I mean, think about it. I mean, I get.
That's what we kept saying last year. It's like, hey, just turn the TV on. And this year is going to be nuts. And part of that StubHub also because of we talked about the schedules being better, all those things. There's a lot of more teams that feel they're included.
Yep. Because
of 12-team playoffs. There's teams going like, we got a chance here.
Right.
We got a chance.
Look
here.
at that list that Murphy put out.
Yes.
People are talking about like right now. It's like, well, looks like everyone thinks right now it's going to be Ohio State and Oregon in the Big Ten championship game, but Penn State's in there at 9th. And
in
so
a playoff.
In the playoffs. So everything. So now the difference of that game is like, hey, listen, we lost a game to Ohio State. It used to be if you lost to Ohio State, you were done because Ohio State wasn't going to lose 2 games for you to have a chance to get back in. So now it's like, no, we're not done. Just keep playing well. We lost a game. We made that. It's a tough loss. Keep playing well. We still have the end picture is there. That's what's keeping, and that's also will keep stadiums full.
Virginia Tech.
Yeah.
I mean, look at Virginia Tech. I mean, they'll have a shot probably. Miami, we kind of scoff on it. Miami will have a shot.
Potentially the 3 seed.
Yeah.
For Brett Murphy.
I mean, hell, if Nebraska wins 9, you
No
start
chance.
thinking, yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
They'll at least be in conversation. Like
Yeah,
I talked about in just whatever it is, November 1st for the 12 spots. There's going to be 50 teams available.
Yeah, if Nebraska has 8 wins going into November, you don't start thinking about, oh, this is a nice season. You start thinking, okay, wait, this could get
Hang
really
on.
weird.
We get this, and we beat Iowa at the end.
Right.
We're in.
Right.
We're in the playoff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because there's a chance. What you really need is you need a couple times there's some 9-3 teams that make it legitimately. Because that also gives you some like, hey, we don't have to be NFL. How many times are they talking to the NFL? Hey guys, we got to run the table.
No.
All they're talking about is like, hey, we got to be good. It's got to get in the playoffs.
Yeah.
I mean, the Chiefs were a wild card last year.
Yeah, get in.
Get in.
Exactly.
They're just get in. They went to play on the road.
Yeah. I mean, Virginia Tech, just give yourself a shot. Give yourself a shot.
Before we get to break, a quick plug for our friends at Trados.
Trados.
They grew up in farms. They have traded a lot of grain. They love the grain industry. And grain marketing is not easy, but it can be if you simply go work with the team at Trados, Adam Mickus and crew. Bill.
Well, I tell you what, those guys, like I said, they're just doing a tremendous job with that. And I love talking to Adam about it. He gets so fired up about his crew like that. So Doug and Drew, they're new partners. Doug and Drew are new partners also that are just killing it for them in the business. So when they're hiring new partners and they're expanding, how's the business going?
Good.
You're just all this never like going like, hey, listen, things are really taking a nosedive. What should we do? Well, let's just start adding people. No, we need to get ourselves put together. The reason is because if I can talk here correctly, the reason that this is happening is because the farmers are getting on board. We talked about the incredible yields that are going to be coming in with that axle busting crops. And then what are you going to do with that axle busting crop right there? One thing you want to do is you want to make sure you go to Acres.
That's right. Acres.
Go to Acres because they're the ones that Acres specializes in axle sturdiness. And so they're the ones that specialize that. And so they're the ones
they have somebody.
They have a whole program for axle sturdiness. And then when they have those bumper crops, they have to be sold. That's where the ICAS team comes in. That's where Trados comes in.
God, what an
opportunity to have that. What if we had that? What if someone came in and we had just someone come in like that? We could sit down with some people in the business. What if all of a sudden Greenberg comes in? Wouldn't it be fun to talk to him?
Greenberg.
Greeny.
Yeah, Greeny.
Oh, Greeny.
Yeah, Greeny.
Yeah, you lost me a little bit.
Greenberg. Yeah, I love Greeny.
I'm still thinking about the yields and
the axles. I know it's a lot. Do you imagine how mad you are if you're going like, hey, I got this giant truck full of corn. We're going to make a lot of money off it. All of a sudden, bam!
Yeah, it's buried in the field.
Buried in the field.
Yeah, and somebody got to get it
because your
out
axle snapped.
Because now you got to get it out of there.
That's why we have Acres. That's why we have Bex. That's why we have crop protection from First Rate Ag and Trados to sell it.
Go tradeus.com.
Go.
GOTREDAS.com. When we come back, Ohio State Sports All-Americans preseason. We visit next in early break of the ticket.
Maximize.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Midwest Bank on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Over 75% of the patients that come to Limitless Male have been told over and over again by their primary care providers that their testosterone level is fine. Guess what? If you have all the symptoms of low testosterone, you're not fine. Come get a second opinion at Limitless Male. We have helped tens of thousands of men feel optimal again, and we can help you. Stop waiting. Come see the men's health experts. Book your free consult online at limitlessmale.com.
Gary with Gary Michaels Clothiers Lincoln. I'm here to tell you about our custom shirt program. When you come into the store, we measure your chest, mid-waist, and sleeve length. Enter the measurements in an app, and we create your data fit size. You then try on one of our 99 data fit shirts for the proper fit. After that, pick out the fabric, collar, cuff, placket, and in roughly 2 weeks, your shirts are delivered at the same cost of buying off the rack. And by the way, the neck fits too. Gary Michaels Custom Shirts at 56th and Pine Lake Road, Lincoln.
Midwest Bank is proud to be your local community bank right here in Lincoln. This is Abby with Midwest Bank. Stop by our new location at 70th and Pioneers. Our new full-service branch does it all. From our friendly staff to our easy online banking and mobile app, you get all the technology of a big bank that you need, but you still get the hometown customer service that you want. Your community, your bank. Midwest Bank. Learn more at midwest.bank. Member FDIC.
Ticket listeners know a dream team when they see one. At Applied Connective, we've been in the game for 20 years and have developed a team of world-class leaders in all things IT, from cybersecurity and Microsoft products to physical security, audio-video, infrastructure, business phone systems, and anything in between. Head to our website to check out real reviews and testimonials and sign up for a free tech consultation right now at appliedconnective.com.
Constructors is now hiring for all positions, with laborers starting at $23 and up based on experience. Constructors has immediate job openings for laborers, mechanics, bridge builders, operators, and drivers. Start your new career today. Constructors offers great pay, health, dental, and vision insurance, paid time off, paid holidays, and so much more. Join the crew today and be a part of Nebraska's oldest paving company dating back to 1908. For a complete list of openings and to apply online, visit constructorslincoln.com.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals just like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
You already know that Select Plumbing takes care of all your plumbing needs, including water heaters, faucet repairs, leaks, drips, sump pumps, and more. Now, they're able to help you with your heating and air conditioning as well. Select Plumbing has recently expanded into residential heating and air, and they're excited to bring this new service to their complete list of plumbing services. Call to book an appointment today at 402-560-6197 or go to selectplumbinginc.com, serving Lincoln, Seward, Milford, and the surrounding areas.
You're counting on your team to win, so why not prove it? By placing your bets at Warhorse Sportsbook. Their win is your win. Put your money where your mouth is on nearly every sporting event. Use the Warhorse app to check odds and build your bets before placing your wagers in person at Warhorse Casino, including live in-game betting. No bets, no glory. Wagers may only be placed on Nebraska-based teams when played outside the state of Nebraska. Must be 21 or older to gamble. Gambling problem? Call 1-833-BET-OVER.
At Union Bank, people don't have your money. Your money has people. First home people, investment people, people who answer the phone and your chats, dream car people, dream retirement people, driving your dream car in your dream retirement people, small business people, credit card people, and all the other people you need. At Union Bank, our people help you do more than you dreamed possible. So stop in and say hello. We can't wait to see you. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Hi, everyone. Kendall Warnock with A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. If you're looking for an automotive repair facility you can genuinely trust, we would be grateful for the opportunity to earn your business repairing your vehicle. We have ASE master technicians and qualified to work on a variety of vehicles from Hondas to Porsches, Jaguars to Toyotas, and Chevrolets to Fords. We pride ourselves on customer service and relationships, and we would be grateful for the opportunity to serve you. Give us a call at 402-477-4660. A1 Automotive. Always honest answers.
Hey guys, it's your girl Jordan from Sartor Heyman Jewelers. Have an anniversary coming up? I've got you covered. Celebrate your love with the timeless elegance of jewelry. This anniversary, give the gift of sapphires, emeralds, rubies, or gold. Find the perfect piece that reflects the beauty and depth of your commitment. Whether it's your first anniversary or your 50th, surprise your loved one with a gem as beautiful and rare as she is. Until next time, this is Jordan at Sartor Heyman Jewelry. Happy shopping, guys.
Empower a child today with a Teammates Mentoring Program. Hope is only a conversation away when you choose to share your talent, time, and heart with a child. Together, you can build a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future, 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
We're on the air.
Back
Well, party's starting early today, isn't it?
to more of Early Break on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
We will get to the luxury that Ohio State has in a second. Before that, quick plug for our friends out in Holdridge. Score One Smoking.
Score One.
Chris has everything of your barbecue rubs and sauces for both grillers and competitors alike. Also, go to scoreonesmoking.com to get this product. Either in Lincoln, Nebraska.
Can they send it
State,
to you?
They can. They'll mail it to you.
What's
they
this
will
guy's
mail
name
it.
again?
What if
It's
you wanted
Chris
the actual
Nelson.
product? What if you actually wanted like some food that's been cooked already? Can you get that, Jake?
I'm sure you probably could.
Oh, you can.
Chris would help you out with that.
Yeah, see, he
Product.
caters worldwide. So Chris, this last weekend was in Excelsior Springs. Did I say that right?
Yes, that sounds right.
That sounds right.
100.
He finished 12th overall out of 200 teams. 12th overall out of
Solid.
200 teams. That's incredible.
Mhm.
So in the top, obviously, top 5%, close to that. Let's go 7% maybe. He's crushing it. And the thing about this is, okay, this is a lot of these people, all they do is barbecue. Chris is a pro, but he's also a big part of running First Rate Ag. So he's So can you imagine that? That's like being like a world-class banker, and then also you play point guard for the Chicago Bulls.
Yeah.
That's a lot going on at one time.
Chris
Chris
Nelson.
is doing that. Yeah. So you can get all the product. He crushed it. Just absolutely crushed it this weekend. Got pictures, I got live reports, showed me where he had breakfast at, checked in.
Wait a second. Where's Excelsior Springs? Is
It's
that
in Missouri.
Okay,
It's in Missouri, but I don't know exactly where it's at.
He goes around
He
though.
travels. He travels the world
When you're good,
to
you
bring
travel.
barbecue to the people. And that's what he does. And then also, by the way, he'll make you a ton of money in your crops. How about that? Him and Parker.
They're doing
Unbelievable.
incredible work. Over
Thank
there.
you,
Holdridge.
Ag
Great people.
and barbecue.
He's a great cook and he makes a ton of money.
And
Yes.
the Amtrak does stop at Holdridge.
It
by
does
the
stop
way, so
there.
we could take that train some morning.
We talked about
Get
that.
there at 3 in the
If
morning
we took
before
the
the
train
show.
out there. The problem would be taking the train. We'd have to have a vehicle to get us back.
Yeah.
The train coming back would probably be about a 14-hour wait, probably something like that.
Yeah, you'd be waiting until about midnight to get on the train, probably.
Okay.
So we don't want that.
All that needs to be worked out.
Yes. Thank you to Score One Smoking. Score1smoking.com. Ohio State, we know, is very loaded with talent. They have
sports.
That's right. They have 4 players on the AP preseason All-American first team. Caleb Downs, the safety, the transfer from Alabama, is one of those. Also, we got Emeka Egbuka, the receiver, Donovan Jackson, the guard, and Denzel Burke, a cornerback. And don't forget, Travion Henderson, second team running back, and defensive lineman Tyleek Williams, also second team. They got 6 players on the first or second team of preseason All-Americans. Hello.
Yeah.
They are stacked.
Yeah, they're stacked. I think Bill would agree. They're a notch ahead of Oregon. Oregon's loaded up too, but Ohio State's probably a notch ahead.
Depends on how you look at it. With if you talked about just that number, yes.
Mm-hmm.
where Oregon has the advantage is just the experience of a 6-year starter in Dylan Gabriel. That's the one also
better quarterback.
Because you would think right now Will Howard went to Ohio State because he got beat out at Kansas State.
You guys, what do you guys think of Will Howard? We've never really discussed it. I mean,
he is officially the starter as of last week.
Officially the
starter.
I'm a fan. I just don't know if I can honestly say that I've watched enough of him.
Okay.
There's times and moments when I did watch him and I was very impressed.
Mm-hmm.
But for some reason, obviously, they felt the coach said it, that it's like, no, we're going with Avery Johnson. He's the starter. It's not a competition. He's the starter. He's our future. That's where we're going with it. And it's made him leave, which is interesting.
Yeah, it is.
But Will Howard, when TCU went to the playoffs, okay, and then they beat Michigan to go to the national championship game, they lost to Will Howard in the Big 12 championship game.
Yep.
So that's a big loss.
He was excellent.
He did play
very good.
Yep.
So, and then he has everyone around him, which is ridiculous. So I don't expect – I expect that he's Kyle McCord, maybe a little better. But he's not. But to sit there and
he'll run it better than McCord. He'll run it better.
Run it better than McCord. But to say that he's C.J. Stroud or Justin Fields,
I don't think so.
No, which is also remarkable that they've lost 3 straight to Michigan with Stroud as their quarterback and the talent around him. Think about that for Michigan to beat that team.
Jeez.
Think of the players that were around him.
Good point.
They were so loaded. And then also they had the NFL Rookie of the Year and with incredible player C.J. Stroud and didn't beat Michigan.
Marvin Harrison.
And that's why Jim's
Jr.
hailed. That's why Jim is so hailed and so forgiven. I mean, Michigan's they're in trouble. It's continued trouble. It's not over. And Michigan fans don't care, partly because of what Bill's saying. They beat Ohio State 3 straight times. You're pretty much forgiven.
And Ohio State was low. Well, like you said, Ryan Day's only lost 3 conferences, 40-3.
Lost to Michigan.
Imagine your record being in conference. Can you imagine anyone? Mike Riley's Big Ten record. It was 40-3 right now.
It'd be weird.
And you're mad at him because he didn't beat Ohio State 3 times.
It's a different world.
Yeah.
They exist in a different world. First of all, 40-3.
40-3r.
I don't even know how we handle that. Yeah, they're upset.
Wait, come on.
They're upset. He's on the hot seat.
Kind of on the hot seat.
I think he was like the eighth on the list of people who might get fired first this year. Ryan Day.
He's not getting fired.
I know it's ridiculous, but he's 8th at 40-3.
Yeah, I mean he's doing everything right except beating Michigan. Pretty much everything right. Wow, it's an intense conversation. I'd still, you know what though? I was thinking about it this morning, actually, driving to here. I'd like to see Penn State upset the apple cart. I'd just like to see Penn State finally break through. Like, finally beat Ohio State. Be the
They've
Big
got them
Ten.
at home.
I know.
Think about that. Ohio State has to go on the road to Oregon and to Penn State.
Right. I'd like to see Penn State take that next step. I mean, I'm not a big Frank fan. I don't know why. I just think it'd be fun to see Penn State. Oh my God. It's Penn State the king. It's not Ohio State. Now that'd be trouble for Day.
That'd be bad. But it's still 43.
I don't know that they got the horses though to surpass Oregon and Ohio State. I just don't know if they got the horses. I don't know if they got the quarterback.
2 good running backs in that team.
Yeah, and they don't
solid defense.
Yeah, they're not great at receiver though. They don't beat you downfield much. I don't know how they do it. I just like to see it. It'd be fun to see. Just a little. Oh wow, Penn State is the Big Ten champ. I'll be damned. You know, that'd be amazing.
But yeah, they have
or Nebraska.
Ohio State though, 4 players though, first team All-American.
Yeah,
and 2 second team.
And 2 second team.
Oh, you go back to Urban.
6 in the first 2 teams.
Yeah, you go back to Urban's comments and Tressel's comments. They've never seen anything like it. They've never seen talent in that locker room like that. What? You won a national title, Urban? No, I haven't seen talent like that.
We have a breaker that has some news for us.
What do we got?
About Ohio State.
Okay.
Now take this as Ross on YouTube watching the show.
Thanks, Ross.
Says, I have a friend that went to the Buckeyes practice yesterday, and former Buckeye coach John Cooper was there.
Oh, Coop, he's around a lot. I used to talk to him all the time.
Cooper said, same thing, quote, "It's the most talented team I've ever seen," end quote, from John Cooper, apparently per Ross on YouTube.
Cooper come in and talk to me because the one year I was there in the office I was in the head coaches emeritus office. They have a huge office for just ex-head coaches that they can always come in and have their own. If they want to come in for the day, they have an office, and that's where I was officed at. So Coop would come in and sit and talk to me.
Really?
Yeah,
that's where you were officed at.
That's where I was at. That was because I got there late, and so they're like, "Hey, here's an office for you." No one ever comes in here. The head coach would come in, but sometimes Coop would roll in. Just rolling.
Hey, you're in my office.
Exactly, but he wouldn't even say that.
Wouldn't even say that.
No, he'd just sit down and talk. Yeah, he was great.
Wow. One time, what would I have been doing where Cooper? I tried to get an interview with Cooper, a one-on-one after a game, and he looked at me like I had two heads.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
What'd you say to him?
I just said, "Oh, sorry."
So sorry.
Did you call him something else?
What was I covering? It was probably Nebraska. I don't know what was I doing.
But Coop was a long time ago.
This was at Ohio State.
I don't remember what it was. I don't remember the circumstance. Would it have been a bowl game? I don't know. Anyway, I remember it pretty well. Cooper.
Maybe your confusion is why he was confused. You don't know even what you even asked him. What you're talking.
Maybe
to
he's
him about.
confused because he's like, why would you interview me? You're from Nebraska and we have no ties to you. We don't play you.
Do you know who
at
I
that
am?
time you're not even in the same
possible
conference.
Cooper was being honored at Ohio State, I think, is what.
Why were you talking to him?
Yeah.
Man?
Well, I don't know, just for a note or something. A notebook's part of a notebook,
I understand his confusion.
I understand his confusion.
You have no idea what you're asking him, so I get
Who is
it
this
now.
little guy? Why are you asking me questions? Anyway, there you go.
All right, let's play the game show. Give us a call right now.
Oh, God, we got a call.
464-5685. Your chance to win a business box of bagels to Bagels and Joe. Today, how about some NFL pass rushers, best sack artist in the NFL?
Right now or past?
Current one.
Alan Page.
We're not talking about we're not talking about Bruce Smith here. We're not talking,
no, I have no
we're
chance.
not talking about Reggie. Not Reggie White here. We're talking about
no
current
chance.
players.
Can we go back to the 70s?
Maybe sometime we'll go back to the 70s for this.
Curly Colt.
464-5685. Shut up, Sipple starts right now.
We've all been there. You're listening to the radio, and then that rage starts to grow inside of you. It starts to consume you. It gets to a point where you just want to yell, "Shut up, Sipple!" No, sorry. I'm sorry. Well, here's your chance. It's time to shut up, Sipple. Call now to play. 464-5685. Shut up, Sipple. Brought to you by Bagels and Joe.
All right, 464-5685. Call the Nick Down Sip and Bill and trivia. Today's topic, 2024 NFL pass rushers. And we've got Jason on the line. I think I can see Jason, by the way, on the phone back there. Jason, how do you feel about pass rushers today in the NFL?
Good enough. But there's I liked what Sip said, that I wish they were years past.
Okay.
But
well,
okay, Jason.
Maybe another time, not today. Bill is on. I can see Jason.
Yeah, better
on
times.
the video stream as we're doing this. All right, Jason, first question to you. Bill is a lifeline for one question for Sip. As always,
Lock in, Bill.
Jason, what NFL team does pass rusher Rashawn Gary play for?
Ooh. Got it.
Got that?
I'm between two. I'll go Sean Gary. I'll go Jets.
Jets.
I have it.
Not the Jets.
If that's the case, then he's been traded.
Okay, then I'm going to go with Bill Lifeline. Now, hold on. Are you?
You don't have to take the
How
question.
are you with this?
Has he been traded, Jake?
Now you're scaring me real quick.
Can we ask that question?
Yeah, I want to know if he's been.
No, he's not been traded.
Packers.
That's correct. I kind of gave it away by saying he wasn't traded, but yes, 1-0.
Well, I knew,
lead.
I knew he went to the Packers. That's what I was trying to figure out.
1-0 lead for Sip.
I'm done, but we're Steve. We're in good shape, buddy.
I know.
Bill's out of play.
No, we're
good. Back to you, Jason. Oh, sorry. This is your first question. Now I got all flustered.
Yeah.
First question up 1-0. Sip. What team does pass rusher Kayvon Thibodeau play for?
Thibodeau
went to Oregon.
Oh God! Now you're giving me.
I didn't say it was NFL. He went to school in Oregon.
Kayvon Thibodeau.
Yes.
Oh, I know this one too.
Do you?
Bill, can I help you?
I know this one too.
Do you? Falcons.
No, don't say. Jason, do you want to steal Kayvon Thibodeau or not?
No, thank you.
That'd be the what, Bill?
Giants.
New York Football Giants is correct. 1-0 lead for Sip to tie it up. Last question, Jason. What team does pass rusher Trey Hendrickson play for?
I don't know. The Jets.
Jets again. 0 for 2 on Jets. Yes, you don't have to take this.
I got it. You passed.
You passed.
Yeah,
it.
who is
what
it?
was it?
Bengals.
That was right. It was the
Why do you
Bengals.
know all these?
I don't know.
He's locked in.
Had all three.
Now, this is for the win, Sip.
Okay,
If you
I'm
miss
locked.
this, I'll be very disappointed.
Oh, don't do that, Jerry.
Yeah.
What team does pass rusher Max Crosby play for?
Oh, God. He plays for the Raiders. Brilliant. We won.
You won.
That one was
7-6.
That
Mark it
was
up.
a little bit of a
We
freebie.
finally got a
there.
buzz.
Yeah, it was a freebie.
I feel
That
bad
was
about
a
it.
layup.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it was a layup.
Jason, we'll get you a bag on a coffee, which you can pick up right now from Bella if you want.
If you want, yeah, Jason, just walk up and grab
right
something
now.
out of the
Go get the
Out of the till.
out of the till.
Go get it from Bella. There. Thanks, Jason.
7-6.
The win. The win.
2-game winning streak to start the week. Good job, Bill. Thank you. I mean it. Good job.
You had all four of those,
Had
right,
all
Bill?
four.
All
Yeah.
four.
That's
and you were
rare for
nervous.
me.
And you were nervous about that.
Yeah. You don't give yourself enough credit on these.
You'd
Okay.
be surprised what I don't know.
No,
I say that
you'd,
to-
I think you'd be surprised what you do know.
This is back to Bill now. Tiebreaker. How many sacks did longtime pass rusher Khalil Mack have last season for the Chargers?
last season. 7.5.
Over.
He had 17. He had 6 in one game against the Raiders, by the way.
Sacks.
He had seven,
He has a lot of sacks
in
of
one
money.
game.
So
What he
I've learned. I learned. This is my honestly. I kind of had a feeling for didn't know this. What's a sack worth in general for your contract? What's a sack worth in the NFL?
Good question.
Now, this is a common.
Is it a
this
million?
Very, very common. It's worth $300,000.
Oh
Is
my
that right?
God.
Every time you get a sack, it's worth $3. That's what we get paid.
Basically, it comes
Yeah,
out.
so it comes out. It comes out. So if you average 10 sacks a season, this is what you're going to get paid.
Seems like
$300,000 a sack.
Seems like a motivator.
It's
Yeah,
pretty
it's like a
solid.
motivator. Like all of a
It's
sudden,
not
third
bad.
down, also tells you how hard it is.
Yeah.
Think about they said 17 is
Oh,
remarkable,
good
which means
point.
he got one a game. That's what he averaged, which is
Because he had the 6 in the one game.
that's incredible. And I did what I missed on Mac was I got to thinking, what year is he?
I think he's like in almost year 10.
Is he 10? So
Khalil Mack.
maybe he's more. I thought he's like even later than that. I thought he's about a 12-year guy. And then I'm going like, no, that's not right. He's more like an 8, I think. And so that's where I screwed up.
17
Khalil
sacks.
Mack was drafted in 2014, so this is going to be his 10th year.
Maybe he's 10th.
He had
Yep.
17 sacks.
Last year he did. First round pick from Buffalo, 2014, pick 5 overall. But he's had a great career, phenomenal career.
Yeah.
But if you can rush the passer, and affect the passer, sometimes you get paid for the sacks, but also sometimes you're like, the guy didn't get a sack all game, and he probably made 8 plays for us by his pressure.
Chris Jones.
Yeah.
Jake.
He gets sacks.
Chris
too.
Jones.
Chris Jones gets sacks.
Yeah. Chris Jones freaks me out how good he is. He
He's
freaks me out.
very, very good for the Chiefs. Very, very good. The spillover is next on Early Break on the Ticket.
That's it, Jake.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Midwest Bank. On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Not many businesses can say they've made it 60 years, but Madsen's Bowling and Billiards can. With 12 bowling lanes and the biggest pool room in Nebraska, where else would you go to enjoy an afternoon or evening? There's a great daily specials like $2 Tuesdays, games of bowling, shoe rentals, draft beers, and tacos, all just $2 each. Have a delicious burger at EJ's Lounge before or after your bowling or pool session, and you'll leave satisfied. Madsen's Bowling and Billiards at 47th and Dudley.
Perch Merch is your one-stop shop for all your printing and promotional needs in Lincoln, Nebraska. They specialize in screen printing, embroidery, vehicle wraps, window wraps, print collateral, promotional products, and signage. At Perch Merch, they are committed to delivering high-quality products and exceptional customer service. Their experienced team of designers and printing professionals will work with you every step of the way to ensure that your vision is realized. Call for a quote today at 402-217-5212 or go to perch-merch.com.
The 2024 Nebraska football season is here, and we need you to be a part of the Sea of Red Memorial Stadium this fall. A limited number of Husker football single-game tickets are on sale now and are only available while supplies last. Don't miss out on any of the action this season by getting yours before it's too late. To purchase your Husker football single-game tickets, visit huskers.com/tickets. Go Big Red.
All right, it's time for Final Jeopardy. It's been a tight contest today that all comes down to this final question. No summer picnic or family get-together or trip to the lake is complete without this particular item. Let's go first to Bob.
What is beer?
No, that's not it. Think about the kids. Over to you, Farley.
What is corn on the cob?
Tough to grill that on a boat. Wrong again. Grace, this time for the win.
What is Bure's cheese spread?
We have a winner! Bure's cheese spread, available in most local grocers in Nebraska.
Hay season is a race against time. Win that race with an all-new 1 Series round baler from Landmark Implement. The all-new John Deere 1 Series round baler is a revolutionary leap in baler technology that captures near real-time moisture and weight data that can be analyzed through Operations Center to improve your bale quality and farm efficiency. Are you ready to upgrade your hay equipment? Contact your local Landmark location for full details on the new 1 Series round baler and experience the Landmark difference.
Attention! For a limited time, Acres is offering 1.9% for 60 months on remaining 22 and 23 John Deere combines. This extraordinary low interest rate, along with Acres' discounted pricing, allows you to upgrade your equipment before harvest and lock in incredible savings. And with Acres' A-plus support package included, you'll be up and running throughout the harvest season. Act now. This special rate won't last long. Visit acres.com for details. That's AKRS.com.
Where will your path take you, traveler? To seek fortune in a new career? Or on a journey to distant lands for a well-deserved vacation? Wherever you go, one distraction could spell disaster. You can change your fate, adventurer. Don't drive distracted. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
You already know that Select Plumbing takes care of all your plumbing needs, including water heaters, faucet repairs, leaks, drips, sump pumps, and more. Now, they're able to help you with your heating and air conditioning as well. Select Plumbing has recently expanded into residential heating and air, and they're excited to bring this new service to their complete list of plumbing services. Call to book an appointment today at 402-560-6197 or go to selectplumbinginc.com. Serving Lincoln, Seward, Milford, and the surrounding areas.
Are you a healthy non-smoker? Solarion, one of the world's leading clinical research organizations, is seeking people like you, 19 to 64 years old with excess weight, to take part in a research study. You could earn up to $22,500 for participation. This study includes 1 10-night stay, 5 2-night stays, 1 1-night stay, and 17 returns. Learn more at helpresearch.com/dove or call 8662-13-2965.
93.7 The Ticket. Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today: scattered showers possible this morning. And partly sunny skies expected this afternoon. We'll see a high around 82. Tonight, partly cloudy skies with a low around 65. And tomorrow, mostly sunny skies return. The light breeze and a high around 86. I'm meteorologist Kyle Pecker from 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
The Link Grill, Draft, and Crafts is your spot in Southeast Lincoln for great food and drink. They're serving new menu items and a killer craft cocktail menu with your favorite draft beers. You'll love their pizza and new entree option. It's a great place to watch any live events, and they have music bingo every month. They have an aggressive loyalty program that rewards fans with 7% back on all purchases. Home of the Nebraska Power Hour every night from 8 to 9 p.m. Order online at thelnkgrill.com or stop in at 84th and Highway 2 today.
We're on the air.
Back
Well, party's starting early today, isn't it?
to more of Early Break on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
I'm out.
It is time for the spillover with RAF and AD, sponsored by our friends at Computer Hardware. Go see Trip on the squad at 70th and O for all your Apple product needs, also in Kearney, Hastings, and Grand Island. Gentlemen, good morning. Good to see you.
Good morning, brother.
You survived the rain on the way in here today?
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
Good.
Yes, indeed.
Ben was telling me it's important to tell people know it was raining. He said, it's not a big deal, Ben. It's okay. We'll be all right. They don't need to know it's raining. They can tell looking outside it's raining. It's fine. We can see here in Oak Street it's raining, but it's fine. It's great.
It's a rainy Tuesday.
Yes.
It's Tuesday, right?
Yeah, it is Tuesday. I saw this, I mentioned this in the first hour of the show, that ticket sales are up in college football by 42% from last year per StubHub.
Nice.
And we were trying to figure out in the show, is that more because of major conference realignment? Is because there's more teams in the playoff, more chances to win a championship? What would you guys attest to, that type of leap to, if you had to put for one major reason? 42% leap across college football in sales.
I'm not sure about that. I mean, that's awesome for football, but I also saw too that like the student section for Nebraska is all sold out too. And I think that's been a few years since that's happened. So
I don't know. I honestly don't know where to put my finger on that. I just don't know like what the main driver behind that is. I mean, it's a great problem to have though. I mean, it's a great situation to be up. Heck, if you're up 10% is good. And 42% is astronomical.
Now,
so
and they were showing like the top 8 teams that have had the most growth since last year are all teams that are changing conferences, including USC, UCLA, Oregon sales are up, Washington sales are up.
Jake, Raph, I think the anticipation, the excitement for something new.
Yeah.
I think maybe this is not a factor. Maybe it could be. The likelihood now that there's 12 playoff teams.
That's what I was just going to say, that now you're not sitting there going, well, even if we have a good season, we're not going to be one of the final 4, that's
I mean, I think just
into it.
12 playoff teams could be a factor.
And you got new games, new crowds, so going to different conferences. You're going to have, does Alabama, I think Alabama goes to Oklahoma actually. So
I think you're right in that.
That's something you haven't seen in a long time.
That's a pretty cool conference matchup there. Now, I saw, in terms of one projection, Brett McMurphy, who's an excellent reporter for Stadium, this was his top 12 in terms of his projected playoffs. So it shows you these teams that have hope. He has Oregon 1, Alabama 2, Miami at 3, winning the ACC. He has Utah 4, winning the Big 12, and then the at-large teams that would come in: Ohio State, Georgia at 6, Ole Miss at 7, LSU at 8, Penn State at 9, Virginia Tech at 10, Iowa at 11, and in the group of 5, Texas State.
Wow.
As the 12th team in the group of 5. So if you're Iowa, I mean, we know Iowa's schedule is very gettable this year. Do they have a quarterback? We saw the terrible stats McNamara had in practice. But again, that defense, that special teams always lifts them up to respectability. Right. So there's a chance in a perfect world that Nebraska-Iowa could potentially be, if Nebraska plays well, a playoff play-in game. Maybe.
Wow.
Maybe.
Playoff implications.
Well, you think about when Nebraska moved to the Big Ten. Although there were some folks that were not happy because of the travel proximity. You figure our longest game to travel to was, Columbia, Missouri, Texas, Colorado. We were in the Big 12.
Yeah.
But there was excitement to see different campuses, etc.
Play at Michigan,
absolutely.
Ohio State. I mean, there was intrigue there when it first happened.
Yeah. I don't know, man. It's going to be interesting.
So it's good to see in a time where people have said it's easier than ever, which it is, to watch college football games at home on your TV or a tailgate. It's nice to know, hey, people are still wanting to go to the games and more than they have in previous years. So I like that when it's easier than ever to just sit in your perfect weather in your house on your comfy couch with free beer, free food.
Going to the game, AD and Rap? Nope. Wait, why are you guys walking that direction?
You guys are not a part of the 42% apparently.
Nope.
Not the 42.
Watch our game in comfort and call it good.
We always do that. People are walking this way. We're walking that way.
Yep, gotta
Where
go.
are you guys going?
No, we're going home.
We already did the pregame show.
We're going home to watch in comfort. So that is it for us. The Drive with Raph, AD, and Amon. Green is next for Steve Sipple and Bill Busch. I am Jake Sorensen. We will see you tomorrow.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic